My first live broadcast to identify gods. My first live broadcast to identify gods. I came across a statue with the inscription "Getting Rich at First Sight" engraved on its head. A stone statue with a long tongue. Recognized at just one glance. This is by Chang, one of the top 10 shady men in the underworld. The live broadcast room can reach 80 billion netizens, but he told me that there was something wrong with my brain. All because of. This is a world filled with countless stone statues of gods. Just recognize these gods. You can sign a contract to summon the gods. However, the dragon kingdom of this world suffers from a civilizational fault. 90% of gods cannot be recognized, leading to loss of national fortune, suppressed by foreign countries. So, I decided to open a live broadcast room to identify gods. And please note that this live broadcast room only identifies the gods of the Dragon Kingdom. Don't disturb foreign monsters and ghosts. Just one super rocket. You can be 100% sure that the identification is successful. After the broadcast started, I was waiting for people to come to the live broadcast room. While scrolling through my phone, Linhai High School students awaken Western gods. Fallen angel. The statue of Lucifer was admitted to the Dark Church of Lighthouse Country. Someone in Nankai City awakened the gods of Shaori Kingdom. The statue of Yamada no Orochi was accepted by the Little Japan Kingdom with a large sum of money. It has been 50 years since the Dragon Kingdom has been able to awaken its gods. Some experts determined that the Dragon Kingdom has no gods. Less than a year. The Dragon Kingdom civilization will be completely occupied by foreign countries. Dense news pops up from the phone. Look at the content above. I'm full of sarcasm. Traders one by one. I really like being a foreign-looking dog. When I look up, I found that many viewers have come to the live broadcast room. 100% successful identification. What are you bragging about? There are so many famous appraisers in the Dragon Kingdom. No god has been identified in 50 years. You, a small anchor, talk so loudly that you launch a super rocket. Why don't you go and grab it? There are doubts in the barrage. There is irony. There are also some people who worship foreigners and favor foreigners. I'm not used to it either. Breathe fragrance directly at these people. I am just biased against them. What's wrong? It's urgent. I am from the Dragon Kingdom. Only the gods of the Dragon Kingdom are identified. A bitch who has forgotten his ancestors. For my words. Not only do most netizens not have any objections. On the contrary, there is a feeling of relief. The anchor scolded, well, although I awaken all the gods of the same country, but I will never betray my country. A bunch of brainless aristocrats. Dragon Kingdom v. No god in 10 years. I want to see how you identify it. Haha, just sit back and wait for the anchor to be slapped in the face. Okay, let's get down to business. I knocked on the table. Seriously, a super rocket. You can chat with the anchor. Identification of divine awakening methods, cultivation methods, and advanced methods. There is an additional charge based on the quality of the gods. The anchor reiterates. Only the gods of the Dragon Kingdom are identified. As soon as the words fell, a rocket immediately appeared in the live broadcast room. Gorgeous special effects. Dingtone users are only poor with money. Send a super rocket. My eyes lit up. Directly find the other party's account and start connecting to the wheat. 10 seconds later, the live broadcast room shows that the microphone connection is successful. What comes into view is an extremely luxurious room. The room full of gold products shines brightly under the light, exuding a breathtaking luxury. Look back at your house. Less than 10 square meters. A bed and a broken table. An old computer. There is still a faint smell of mold in the air. Damn, golden legendary artifact. These furnishings are actually divine tools. The bedroom made by my wonderful magic tools. Which prodigal and rich second-generation family is here? So many magical tools. Even the Imperial City Kami Museum can't compare to it. Sacred tools are generally tools used by gods, or an instrument containing divine power, even in the hands of ordinary people, can also exert huge extraordinary power. I was also surprised. Break free from the fog. Escaped. Come out and tell the scientific expedition team these things, but was mistakenly thought to be suffering from hysteria. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. I was fired. And about the experience after being fired, I have no memory at all after I traveled through time. I didn't pay much attention to this at first, but the emergence of this news, this is the first time to connect tweet. I suddenly realized the ancient ruins of God are not simple. There seems to be a huge secret buried inside. Enlightened beast. It is the mythical beast that guards the gates of Kunlun Zushan realm. Could that bronze door be the door to heaven? Just when I'm thinking, there was a knock on the door outside the house. I came to my senses. It should be someone from the Gu family who is here. He has even reached this level of divine power. Put aside your doubts for the time being. Get up and open the door. All golden. Gu Minghao, a fat little guy who exudes the temperament of a nouveau rich. An elegant and noble woman stood next to her. I can probably guess. This is Gu Qingcheng, the solar terms of Athena of the Gu family. Master Su is me. It's me, Gu Minghao. The little fat man jumped in front of me excitedly. Follow closely, Mr. Su. Gu Qingcheng also said hello very politely. Haha, hello, everyone. I responded with a smile. The treasure house of Mr. Su's Gu family has been opened for you. I'll take you there now to choose a divine drama. Gu Qingcheng went straight to the topic. Then I got into the Gu family's car. I didn't talk much with Gu Qingcheng along the way. Instead, Gu Minghao kept walking towards me. A fair and fat boy appears in the picture. The car soon arrived at the Gu family manor. Pavilions. Garden Pavilion. The huge and luxurious manor almost occupies the entire hilltop. Walked for nearly half an hour. I came to the Gu family's hall. There are several elderly people sitting inside. A middle-aged man on the front seat. Somewhat similar to Gu Qingcheng's siblings. I guess he is the current head of the Gu family, but didn't show his face. The moment I walked in the door, everyone's eyes, they converged on me involuntarily. Curiosity and surprise. There are those who are satisfied and neither humble nor arrogant. Hello, seniors. Nice young man. Dragon Kingdom is lucky to have you. The head of the Gu family smiled with satisfaction. The head of the Gu family was joking. The whole body is covered with various golden artifacts. I am lucky to be a member of the Dragon Kingdom. This sentence touched everyone present. They can intuitively feel the strong patriotic feelings in me. This moment, everyone's favorable impression of me has skyrocketed. Everyone exchanged a few brief greetings. The Gu family took me to the Gu family treasure house, passing through layers of government doors, in a huge space. Almost there, filled with countless treasures. Swords, guns, swords and halberds, silk and satin, panacea. At this moment, I finally know. Why is the Gu family called the Museum of Divine Drama? It contains mythological systems from all over the world. Legendary instrument. All-inclusive. Everything. Mr. Gu, can I start a live broadcast here? The word money is written on the body. All I want to do is awaken the goddess Nuwa, but the popularity value is too different. Now come to the Gu family's treasure house. Just take advantage of this popularity to harvest a wave of rewards. The Gu family's strength ranks among the top in the world. The treasure house has countless mechanisms. There are strong men who stand firm day and night. Even a transcendent of time would find it difficult to enter easily. Get consent. Handsome guy Thunder Monkey. I happily started the live broadcast. Full live broadcast. Gu Family Divine Drama Museum. Explosive title. attracted countless viewers at the moment of broadcast. The moment you enter the live broadcast room, all the spectators were stunned by what they saw in front of them. Damn it, it's true. So many divine dramas. I am afraid that only the Gu family has this strength in the world. I have a statue here. Being able to see the Gu family's treasure trove with your own eyes. My life is worth it. What's inside? Just one thing. Even a brick. Enough for an ordinary person to live a lifetime. What an evil capitalist. Extremely disfiguring. The anchor is going to post this. You guys are so superficial. Can you help me identify it? Divine drama is a dead thing after all. The most important thing is that the anchor and the Gu family have a close relationship. Because of the relationship with the Gu family, you can almost walk around the world. I glanced at the barrage. He sarcastically said a few words. Then I focused on the treasure trove. The young man kept my daughter's promise. You can choose any of the dramas here at will. And to thank you for helping my son. Then, my Gu family is willing to give you one more piece. I raised my eyebrows. Some surprises. There's also an unexpected gain. If you don't take what you get for free, you won't take it for free. Thank you, Mr. Gu. Then I won't be polite. At this time, the barrage became crazy again. This is a magical drama collected by the Gu family. The lowest rare quality inside. A statue of a god about 1 foot high appeared in front of the camera. Why do I feel that the Gu family is trying to please the anchor? Take away the feelings. If you have the ability to identify the gods of the Dragon Kingdom, the Gu family will do the same to you. Gu Minghao has been helping me hold the live broadcast on my mobile phone. I saw someone questioning me in the live broadcast room. He couldn't help but ask Brother Su, "Is that white snake today because of you?" According to the Gu family survey, combine all information. This statue is very weird. Already confirmed. The awakening of the white snake god, directly related to me. He asked. It's nothing more than wanting to slap those people in the live broadcast room in the face. Oh, that's my own god that I just awakened today. I said calmly, wow, that's Brother Su's god. That momentum, that majesty, tall and thin. At this time, my attention is focused on the drama, watching while walking. Out of an understanding of the myths and histories of various countries, I almost know most of the dramas here. Those flaming wheels. It should be Nez's Hot Wheels. There is also the Hunyuan Pearl Umbrella from King Duoen, Zhu Baji's 9-tooth rake, and some divine dramas in Western mythology. At this time, someone in the live broadcast room asked a question, all in white. I heard that the anchor can also identify divine dramas. Show them to them on the anchor. Look at his ignorant look. What kind of drama can be identified? Not if he can really identify divine dramas. As for choosing it for so long, those navies are all pervasive. Once I found a topic, I started deliberately pacing it. The little fat man is always with me. I noticed the barrage. Gloomy face. He opened his mouth lightly and wanted to see me appraise the magical tools. Can fire a super rocket. Identify a magical tool. I don't even want to have sex for free. The Gu family members came forward at this time. The Gu family has collected so many magical tools, but the origins of most of the sacred tools are unclear. It is impossible to use it to exert its true power. If I could identify, then the Gu family's strength will definitely make a qualitative leap. Long tongue. Originally, they wanted to ask me to conduct an appraisal, but the little fat man took a step ahead of him, directly tipped 150 super rockets to the live broadcast room. Gu Minghao said carelessly, Brother Su, I promise to reward you with 100 super rockets every day. Now these 100 rounds are for tomorrow. The other 50 rounds will be used as the cost of identifying the divine tool. Suddenly, my system sent a prompt to increase the popularity value by 3,000 points. I have weird eyes. The most special thing is, a thought suddenly appeared in my mind. Does this count as being taken care of by the big brothers on the list? After regaining consciousness, I looked around. In a bunch of oratorios, picked the Hot Wheels used by Neza, wheels on fire, and the quality is very low at first glance. Gu King Cheng said from the side, "This wheel," wearing a tall pointed hat on his head. It was me half a year ago, obtained from an ancient ruins from the Shang and Zhou dynasties. I still don't know what it does until now, but I coughed dryly, walked to a golden chair, looking at the Hot Wheels in my hand, start explaining. Shang dynasty. Li Jing, the commander-in-chief of Chen Tangwan, had 3 sons. The third son's name is Neza. It says make money with 1 stone. 3 years and 6 months pregnant. Naughty nature. Cramping of dragon tendons killed the third prince of the Dragon King, causing the Dragon King to be furious. Flooded Chen Tangwan. In order to appease the Dragon King's anger, Neza cut off the flesh and return it to the mother. Cut off the bones and return them to the father. Later, the master Taiyi Zhenren condensed his soul. Fusion of 1,000-year-old lotus seeds. I had someone identify it, become a lotus root person, and wash the essence and cut the marrow. In the process, he was helped by the mythical beast King Luan and Fire Phoenix. King Luan Fire Phoenix shows the power of wind and fire. Can be transformed into a hot wheel, traveling thousands of miles on the moon, walking all over the world. Hot Wheel 1 wind, 1 fire. Just like Tai Kai. Non-stop turnover. Endless life. They say this is a god of wealth. Its power is extremely hot, burning heaven and earth. There are poems and clouds that travel thousands of miles in an instant, arriving in Kyushu in a moment. The words came out as prompted by the system. Hot Wheels type magic weapon attribute beacon quality rare. Divine power of wind and fire. Traveling 1,000 miles a day. How to use. Call King Luan Fire Phoenix. Can display the power of beacon fire. Host identification successful. But I can't tell you the name. Life and death cannot awaken the god of wealth. My eyelids twitch. This damn god of wealth. This is clearly by Wei, one of the top 10 shady men in the underworld. The audience in the live broadcast room also started talking about the god of wealth. Isn't there only one god of wealth in the Dragon Kingdom, Zhao Gongming? Why is there another god of wealth? Make money with 1 stone. It seems that he is indeed a god of wealth. But this god of wealth looks too annoying, right? Gives a spooky feeling. Hey, the images of gods in our Dragon Kingdom are really not as good as those abroad. Look what kind of goddesses they are. This man is neither human nor ghost. I don't even want it for free. So what if it's really identified? At first glance, he looks like some low-grade god. Anchor, do you know which god of wealth this is? Lian Mei's little fat man asked again. The live broadcast room instantly became quiet. All the audience are looking at me expectantly. I coughed dryly. I do know this god, and the quality should not be low. This sentence immediately caused an uproar. Host, which god of wealth is this? Have a feeling. The anchor is going to be popular. Don't rush to conclusions. This guy is so rich, and I didn't even recognize him. Let a little-known news anchor wake up. It's not that easy. At first glance, it's like bragging. If he could really recognize it, Dragon Kingdom will not be without mind for 50 years. So what if I recognize it? The foreign god system has become fully mature. The civilization of the Dragon Kingdom will be finished sooner or later. It's better to recognize the facts. Most netizens still doubt me. Identification. But what they don't know is, I own a live broadcast room for divine identification. Every time the system successfully identifies a god or artifact, would automatically obtain an instrument from that god and artifact, or ability, to know that others are trying to make the gods fight, and the first use the power of the gods directly, and a person can only have 10 gods in his life. But I have no restrictions. Anchor, please tell me, can I get rich? It depends on this god. The little fat man shouted anxiously, as long as you help me wake up. From now on, I will send you 100 super rockets every day. I'm afraid I'm going to disappoint this audience. This is not a god of wealth. I told the truth. The little fat man was stunned. Not the god of wealth. But why write to make money with one stone? The audience in the live broadcast room is also very curious. Although the little fat man is confused, but he realized something. Patting his chest boldly, Anchor, don't worry. I keep my word. Whether he is the god of wealth or not, as long as you can help me wake up, 100 rockets every day will definitely be delivered on time. Get promised. I nodded with satisfaction. Let's start with the origin of Bai Wuchang. First of all, this is not the god of wealth. This is a ghost from the underworld. There is an impermanent ghost in the Yin Tianzi Hall in the famous mountain in Fengdu. Impermanent ghost. It is an authentic organization of gods from the Dragon Kingdom and the underworld. It is to hook the living souls of those who died in the world of the world. Intake the messenger from the underworld. Ranked among the top 10 handsome men in the underworld. Impermanence is divided into black impermanence and white impermanence, in line with the yin and yang principles. This god of yours is the legendary Bai Wuchang. The words on the hat represent yang. It means repaying those who are grateful and reverent to the gods. Bring them good luck. Does it have anything to do with getting rich? Yes, but not much. After I introduced Bai Wuchang, the system sound popped up. Congratulations on successful host identification. Bai Wuchang's rewards are being drawn for you. Congratulations to the host for drawing the magical power of encountering ghosts. If you encounter a ghost, you can summon it within 1 kilometer. Undead creatures below high quality. High quality will recall it most 1. Ordinary quality 3 pieces. 10 pieces of inferior quality. Follow the system prompts. I immediately felt a mysterious power appearing out of thin air within the self. There are some mysterious spells in my mind. After successful identification, Bai Wuchang's panel also appeared in front of me. Bai Wuchang Type Yin Shen. Attribute Yin. High quality magical power. Seducing souls and encountering ghosts. The awakening method consumes 50 popularity points to unlock. The training method consumes 50 popularity points to unlock. Advanced method consumes 100 popularity points to unlock. See the popularity points that need to be consumed. I can't help but complain that the dog system is so expensive. The ratio of gift amount to popularity value is 100 to 1. If you need more unlocks, that means 200 points are needed. That's a gift of 20,000 yuan. This is just a higher life form. At the same time, after a brief silence, the live broadcast room, the barrage finally emerged. What the hell is a ghost? The people upstairs don't understand. Ghosts and ghosts. Just like those extraordinary people in the land of Sichuan and Sichuan, most of the gods awakened are related to ghosts. Bai Wuchang's seducer sounds like a very powerful god. That's pretty much what Qing said. We don't understand. Who knows if what you said is true or false? Anchor, do you know how to wake up? Of course, I nodded confidently. Then he made a gesture to the camera, rubbing his index finger and thumb. The meaning couldn't be more obvious. Seeing this, the anti-fans on the barrage immediately started to take action. Brother, don't be fooled. Love Dragon. Have Chinese people fallen to the level of fraud? Fortunately, I immigrated to the lighthouse country a long time ago. Call the police directly. Dead liar Anchor. The little fat guy completely ignored the barrage. 100 rounds of super rockets are just a drop in the bucket to him. Besides, with his financial resources, if cheated, he has countless. Find a way to retaliate against the other party. so he doesn't care at all. Soon the special effects in the live broadcast room began to fill the screen. System sounds keep popping up. Popularity value plus 20. Popularity value plus 100. Just a few minutes. My current popularity value is exactly 2,020 points. It's all brought by the little fat man. Is the anchor available now? No problem. After saying that, I directly consumed 200 popularity points. Unlock the way to awaken and advance Bai Wacheng. After successful identification, Bai Wacheng's property panel has also seen new changes. Wake up method. Place the statue of Bai Wacheng in the Taikai diagram of Yang Yu. You can wake up the eagle by looking at it and calling its name. The cultivation method consumes yin-type divine substances, or undead creatures. Advanced feeding methods, morning stick, and soul-catching chain. The presence of Hai Wacheng increases the quality by 1. Conditions unlocked. I said to the live broadcast room, "Little fatty, you listen to my arrangements now. Find an open place to draw a Taikai diagram." The little fat man was stunned. This is the first time I've seen this way. But he still obeyed and picked up the statue and hurried outside. Seen outside the house. It shocked the audience in the live broadcast room again. Said he was a manner. No, it's not an exaggeration to say that he is from the Imperial Palace. Once again refreshed everyone's understanding of money. The fat man in the manor followed my request, drawing Taikai diagrams on the ground. "Ming Hao, what are you doing?" At this time, there was a very beautiful female voice. A beautiful woman appears. It's a pity the people in the live broadcast room can only hear the sound, but can't see the screen. "Sister, I already know the origin of this god. Get ready to wake up now," the little fat man said excitedly. The woman's pupils shrank. Exclaim, "What did you say?" "Oh, I'll tell you later. You asked me to wake up Bai Wacheng now. This Bai Wacheng is the dark god of our dragon kingdom. How is it possible? Many experts have identified that this is a god of wealth. How could it be a Yin Shen? Who are you listening to?" As I said, I hired an appraiser. He helped me identify it. The little fat man handed over the phone. I spent more than 200,000 yuan to get this. The woman took a look at my live broadcast room. Suddenly, he frowned. Just a small anchor with less than 1,000 followers. Liar was her first thought. This is the appraiser you call. Do you believe this nonsense that your head was squeezed by the door? Give me that 200,000 and want it back. The little fat guy was fucked by his sister. A slap in the face. Somewhat wronged sister. Only 200,000. What if it really wakes up? To know. This is the first new god in Dragon Kingdom V in 10 years. Dragon Kingdom 5. No one can awaken new gods in 10 years. Do you think a small anchor has this ability? Although he is angry, with the tone revealed helplessness. It's not that he doesn't want to awaken the gods of the Dragon Kingdom, but this thing is too difficult. In order to prevent my brother from falling deeper into, he just grabbed the phone and started talking to me with the title of appraiser, an anchor who makes up random things to attract attention. I've seen a lot. Some money. It's not something you can earn just by telling nonsense. Get your money back immediately. I don't care about you. On screen, you can only see the two beautiful legs looming under the long skirt. The barrage suddenly changed its style. Heroes think alike. Finally, someone came out who could carry it clearly. Why are you talking to the anchor? Call the police quickly. Should I say it or not? The sound of these legs is so nice. Congratulations to the host for more than 3 years. Less than 10 years. Seeing that the little fat man's Taikai diagram was half finished. I don't want to give up on this beauty just like that. The method of waking up is not complicated. Just do as I say. The results will be known soon. And this god is definitely of high quality. The woman thought I was still trying to make excuses to delay time. Interrupted directly. Don't embarrass yourself with your little tricks like this. I don't have time to spend time with you here, wasting your time. If the anchor could really awaken life, don't say 200,000. I can afford to million or 20 million. I just don't want to waste my money on a scammer. I'm a little speechless. Since you don't believe me so much, why don't we make a bet? Woman sneers. Okay, just bet. If you win, I can let you stay in my house. Choose a divine horse at will. As soon as these words came out, the audience in the live broadcast room was shocked, expression full of disbelief. The Goo family is the first extraordinary person in the Dragon Kingdom. The family is powerful, countless assets. It's a real plutocratic family. Moreover, the Goo family is also the official god of the Dragon Kingdom. One of the co-founders of the think tank. The most important thing is, the Goo family is also known as the Museum of Divine Drama. All the audience were shocked for a while. Goo family, I know. This beauty should be Goo King Cheng, the eldest daughter of the Goo family. The little fat guy just now was his younger brother Goo Minghao. I should have thought of it. Able to create a bedroom with divine drama. There is no other person except the Goo family. Goo King Cheng, level 68 extraordinary. Awakening of ancient Greek mythology 2 years ago. Represents wisdom and war. Epic quality goddess Athena. He is also the senior strategist of the official think tank of Dragon Kingdom. Just thought of this. My tone returned to calmness. It turns out to be Miss Goo. Disrespect, disrespect. Don't talk nonsense. What's your bet? Goo King Cheng's voice was cold. Sujia, am poor and white. In addition to identifying the gods of the Dragon Kingdom, this is the only life left. Since Miss Goo's family offered such high conditions, then I'll bet with my life. Most people in the live broadcast room don't believe what I say. I wanted to see me give in and apologize. In the end, he used his own life as a bet. It shocked everyone directly. I'm crazy because of the anchor. Who gave you confidence? You don't really think you can run away, do you? With the strength of the Goo family, find you in minutes. Keep on pretending. Let me see how much more you can hold on to. At that time, the two made a bet. Goo King Cheng no longer stops his brother. Little fat guy Goo Minghao followed my words. Tai Kai drawings are good. Run to the camera and rub your hands. Brother has already painted it. What to do next? Go and carry the statue to the position of the potato hawk's eyes. It's black dot on top of the... Okay, it's been put away. Now remember everything I said. Life is impermanent. Black and white versus. The ghost of impermanence is evil. The white person is good at white impermanence and his name is Zebian. Means to reward the gods. Zebian is also called Chi-Yi, the watch that is in charge of seducing the souls of the underworld. Reward good and punish evil. Entering the top 10 yin handsome men in the underworld. You just need to stand in the formation now. Use spiritual power to communicate with gods. Just repeat what I just said. It's that simple. The little fat man was very surprised. The live broadcast room also started to complain, but it's quite similar to that. Awakening the gods is more than just naming them. We still need to reach some kind of agreement with the gods. The summoner must complete the contract content before it can be predicted. Not far away, Goo King Cheng looked disdainful. Now I am more convinced that I am a liar. I ignored the barrage the whole time, patting my chest to reassure me. Absolutely no problem. The god of the Dragon Kingdom does not embarrass the people of the Dragon Kingdom. Those so-called contracts. It's just for those gods abroad. That's it. The little fat guy seems to understand, but not quite. Then, according to my words, standing inside the Tai Kai diagram, release spiritual power. Start communicating with Bai Wucheng. The other side. Several titles have become hot searches on major platforms. Unknown Little Eggerly on My Divine Drama Museum. the Gu family is preparing to awaken the gods of the Dragon Kingdom. UC is shocked. Dragon Kingdom V's first new god in 10 years, about to be awakened. So scary. With the exposure of the incident, Dragon Kingdom, the popularity of my live broadcast room began to rise rapidly. Just about 10 minutes. There are millions of online viewers, direct access to those big first-line anchors. But almost all of them came to watch the excitement, right? Who rewards Sujia? I've never heard of such a person before. What a liar. Believe me, I'll open the door at a glance. Scamming the Gu family. This is because I think my life is too long. However, at this time, the barrage suddenly stopped. The scene that happened with the little fat man in the live broadcast room. Stop everyone's breathing. The original ordinary statue in the picture. Suddenly a black and white beam of light burst out, soaring straight to the sky. Then, a touch of eerie yet full of divine aura, permeating the Gu family manor. A tall white figure is reflected on the statue. He is thin, wearing a white robe and making hunting noises. On the pointed hat, the 4 big characters that make money at first sight flash in scarlet. Pale face, lifeless but full of divine temperament. Long tongue, ferocious and majestic. It seems that he is born with an aura that suppresses the soul. Even if you are not there, just in the live broadcast room, I can't help but feel a sense of fear. Bai Wucheng, the seducer of the Dragon Kingdom's underworld. Z Bianca, Bai Wucheng. A long voice echoed. Then he looked towards the live broadcast room. To be precise, Hess looking at me. That's a kind of looking and scrutinizing gaze. A moment later, an imperceptible satisfaction flashed deep in his eyes. Then it turned into a stream of light, integrated into the body of the little fat man. And on the little fat man's forehead, there is an extra white mark. This means that he signed a contract with the Yin god Bai Wucheng, became his messenger. At the same time, the little fat man's mental strength began to soar. Originally, he was just a level 39 third-level transcendent. And now I jump 3 levels directly, become a level 42 transcendent. And I succeeded. And I also broke through to level 42. The little fat man ran to Gu Qingcheng excitedly. At this time, Gu Qingcheng's heart was already filled with turmoil. Bai Wucheng, the seducer of souls, gods of the Dragon Kingdom, the first soul awakened in 50 years. He can feel. I felt that it was a god of high quality, the kind of momentum that oppresses the soul. Not even high-quality gods. His eyes fell on the phone screen. I am drinking tea leisurely. At this moment, he no longer dared to look down on this little anchor. Miss Gu. I won. I put down the teacup. Neither happy nor sad. Said something very calmly. My voice woke up the audience in the live broadcast room. Stopped barrage's surge like a tidal wave. In the live broadcast room. Impossible. Absolutely impossible. What quality of life is this? Although not present, but the look in the god's eyes just now, I feel like my soul is about to be taken away. Nonsense. This is the seducer from the underworld. Has a natural repressive power over the soul. I feel the quality will not be lower than that of high-end anchors. He is a man of God. The 50-year-old record was broken so easily. It's up to me to get money from my wife. I only want the gods of the Dragon Kingdom. At the same time, in the Gu family manor, little fat guy Gu Minghao, Bai Wucheng, who has been studying his awakening. Then he suddenly thought of something. Master, please tell me how to cultivate Bai Wucheng God. Very simple and usual training method. Feed some yin divine substances or undead creatures. As for the advanced method, there are 2 kinds of first. Need to find the divine instrument used by Bai Wucheng, soul catching lock and morning stick. 2 upgrades to perfect quality. I also said the second one just now. 1 black and 1 white. If black impermanence can be awakened, both parties are present together, automatically improve equality. That is to say, if you can find Bai Wuchang, the highest level can be upgraded to legendary quality. My words are like thunder, explodes in everyone's mind. What did they hear? A god that can be advanced 3 times. Among many gods, it is already very rare to have a chance to advance. The 2 opportunities to advance are even more special. Rare 3 advancements. The entire Dragon Kingdom seems to be only in the thousands. Your home is called the Museum of Sacred Tools. I think it shouldn't be difficult to find the magic tool. As for whether we can find the idol of Hai Wuchang, that just depends on luck. There's nothing I can do. Having said that, I added another sentence. I am not talented. I also know a little bit about the identification of sacred tools. As soon as these words came out, everyone is completely numb. Everyone looks at me like I'm a monster. Gu Qingcheng could no longer suppress his emotions. Mr. Sujia, I apologize to you for what I just said. Willing to admit defeat. I'll pick you up now. The drama of the Gu family treasure house. Take your pick. Changes in Gu Qingcheng's attitude. Am not surprised. On the contrary, I am very much looking forward to the Gu family Divine Drama Museum. So I don't have any ink marks either. Contact information was exchanged in the background. Then download it directly. At the same time, officials from various countries were also alarmed. But now I am immersed in the system mall. Completely ignore the external situation. Countless dazzling products appeared in front of me. The popularity points I've earned so far are only 2,500. Divinity Crystal of Groundwood Attribute. 200 Wei Yang points add 1 to the level of the Wood Attribute God. First level God statue blind box 500 points. Can randomly draw gods from low to high quality. Statue level 1 Divine Tool blind box 500 points. Can randomly draw gods from low to high quality. Equipment level 1 God Talent blind box 1000 points. Can randomly draw gods from low to high quality. Talented Nuwa residual image 50 West points. The remains of the statue of Nuwa, the goddess of creation. Collect more after images to awaken the real goddess Nuwa. Tip: 5 items are randomly refreshed every day. Host every other month. You can choose an item to stick to the top permanently. My shocked eyes were mixed with surprise. Nuwa is one of the founders of the world. He is the natural ancestor god who created all things. If you could summon the great goddess Nuwa, how powerful would that be? I can't imagine. It's just a pity that this statue is incomplete, unable to summon the real goddess Nuwa. However, the system refreshes the mall every day. Maybe if you're lucky, you can get it together soon. The missing parts are not necessarily converted to 500,000 popularity points. A reward amount of 50 million is required. Not too much to say. With my ability, just get your reputation out there. Millions every minute. The afterimage of Nuwa is pinned to the top of the system. The residual image of Nuwa has been pinned to the top. There are 0 items left on top this month. Just now, I got 2,500 popularity points in my first live broadcast. Immediately use 500 points to redeem the first level God blind box. Ask the host to add a drop of his own blood. Open the idol blind box. I didn't say anything. Pick up the fruit knife next to you. Cut one's fingers. Can't wait to drip it on the box. With a crisp sound, the box opens slowly. Silhouette of idols. Gradually, it becomes clear in the twilight. And behind him, it is a crystal clear white jade python entrenched. White snake woman. I looked at the statue. My pupils gradually dilated as I thought about it. This is by Sujen, the White Lady. Congratulations on successful host identification. The message of the instantaneous idol appeared in front of me. White snake-type demon god attribute water. High-quality magical water-filled Jinshin jade. Aquarium items grease powder Ganoderma lucidum. Awakening and cultivating advanced levels requires popularity points to be unlocked. Host identification successful. White snake rewards are being drawn for you. Congratulations to the host for drawing the item. Ganoderma lucidum. Ganoderma lucidum. Xianzi grown by Antarctic fairies. Human flesh and bones, living and dead. As long as there is a soul still there, all can be saved. If it is given to gods. God level +5. The person's mental strength increases by 2. Such a good thing. If it is used to cultivate life, it's a bit wasteful. Keep it just in case. It's time to resurrect the messenger. I set my sights again. Countless possibilities have been thought about on the white snake statue, but I didn't expect it to be the white snake. One for love. The 1,000-year-old snake demon who is willing to give up the chance to become an immortal. The strength shouldn't be too bad. Then I spent another 200 popularity points. Unlocked a series of training methods for white snake. The way to wake up a 1,000-year-old snake demon pursuing love. Kiss the lips of the idol. Communicate with white snake with spiritual power. Just call his name. Wake up. Cultivation method 1. Consuming divine substances with water attributes. Cultivation method to spiritual power. Advanced method 1. 8 tiers representing true love in the world. Advanced method 2. Zhu's Yan or Shao King is present. Look at the information in front of you. I fell into silence. Kiss the lips of the idol. What kind of operation is this? You know, the white lady is a married woman. Is this considered teasing a good woman? I was confused for a while. Forget it. Let's fight. 500 popularity points. But my worth is less than half. If you reopen, maybe you won't have such luck. Think for a moment. I bite my teeth. Close your eyes. He lowered his head and placed his lips on the statue of the white snake. I integrated my spiritual power into the statue. Keep calling the white snake's names. The place I live at the next moment is more than 10 miles away. It used to be blue sky and white sun. At this moment, thunder suddenly sounded. Dark clouds are rolling in. Immediately afterwards, the heavy rain falls like a waterfall. There are crowds of people outside. Take shelter from the rain. This sudden storm caught everyone off guard. What the hell is the weather like when I go? If you say it rains, it rains. It's just that the sun was shining brightly just now. The Weather Bureau says it won't rain for the next week. This rain is so weird. When everyone is discussing, suddenly a young man pointed to the sky with a shocked look on his face, shouting out to shit. You see, everyone in the sky is subconsciously looking up. In an instant, everyone froze in place, pupils filled with frightening and oppressive clouds. A stretch. Thousands of miles of white giant pythons rolling in the dark sea of clouds. There is pure whiteness and holiness. There are dark monsters again. Those huge snake eyes are like a pair of lanterns. Reflect the sky. The white python of the demon clan of the Dragon Kingdom spits out human words. Mature and mysterious girls are full of confidence and majesty, as if the Empress has arrived. Shocking. Then the giant python swooped down, turned into a milky white light, submerged in my direction. The wind stops and the rain stops. The sun returns. Light returns. It's as if nothing happened. Moist earth. And it truly confirmed the truth just now. Bai Sejen, the demon clan of the Dragon Kingdom, is the god of our Dragon Kingdom. Within one day, 2 gods were awakened in the Dragon Kingdom. You say, is it caused by the internet celebrity named Sujia? It's really possible. Things are about to change in the Dragon Kingdom. I helped the young master of the Gu family identify Bai Wucheng. This incident had already been circulated when it was broadcast. Many people commented on the footage of my live broadcast, made a second creation. After uploading it to the internet, the heat remains high. So my name, people more or less understand at the same time. In the Gu family manner, Gu Qingcheng's sister and brother also felt this movement, the direction in which the giant python submerged, exactly where I gave them. Sister, that direction. On the way, they said we had to hurry up and pick up Mr. Sujia. Gu Minghao hasn't finished speaking yet. He was interrupted by Gu Qingcheng. He hurriedly took him to the Gu family's car. If we say, I just helped my brother awaken Long Gu's mind, it's luck, but now it's definitely true strength. Once I give it a try, I will definitely be noticed by many forces. Among these forces are some foreign dark forces. On the other side, deep inside the forbidden city, huge conference table. The seats were full of people wearing Chinese tunic suits. They look serious, staring at the screen in front of you. The screen is divided into two. Half of the video is showing the scene where I live broadcasted to Wake Up by Cheng. Half of it was the unusual noise from the giant python that just happened. Chief, this is his information. Suji at 23 years old. Both parents of the people in the imperial capital died. Graduated from Imperial College, majoring in history. I awakened my spiritual power 2 years ago, but he has not formed a contract with any god. Graduated a year ago. Participated in the excavation of the ancient ruins of Dragon Kingdom. No, one god. Because in the ruins, that's it. The man suddenly stopped. Everyone frowned slightly. Someone couldn't help but remind me. Why did you stop? Keep talking. It's because I was stimulated in the ruins, suffering from severe mental illness. Recuperate at home from now on. Mental illness is correct. It is said that he saw something, then went crazy. Something. People were curious and asked. The above record says, it's a black tower and a huge bronze door. Now everyone is even more confused. The one divine ancient relic is a national project, but they haven't heard what's in it. Tower and bronze door. Okay, you go down first. Let the person in charge of ruin know. One come to see me. The leader waved his hand. What do you think about this matter? Able to participate in the excavation of ruins? No, one. I definitely can't say where I was from. The once-in-a-decade war between gods is about to begin. Maybe this young man is the one who can break the situation. No matter what, he can identify it alone. The god of the Dragon Kingdom is already a national treasure. Must focus on protecting. I agreed to protect myself first. Awakening to gods in one day. It will definitely be noticed by those in the West. Well, that's it. Send someone to pick up this young man immediately. It just so happened that the Gu family had a bet with him. Just let the Gu family do it. At this time, the holy light in my room gradually dissipates. That cold, heartstone statue has been replaced by a beautiful woman. He looks at me. The man's hot breath hit her face. Make her legs weak. Then incomplete memories flashed in my mind. Finally pieced together my face. Xianggong by Su Zhen's delicate voice. It gave me a chill. Is this a snake spirit or a vixen spirit? Am a little embarrassed to remind you. You admitted that wrong. I am not Zhu Zian. No, you are my husband-in-law. Although 700 years have passed, but I will never mistake you. It's not me. I'm really not Zhu Zian. My name is Sujia, your coral. Sir, don't you recognize me? Bai Sejin's face was covered with deep sadness. My eyelids are twitching. Just when I was about to continue explaining, Bai Su, Jin is a snake demon. It's hibernating season now. In estrus. Am full of questions. What the heck? A 1,000-year-old demon could also be in estrus. It's totally off the mark. Complaining in my heart. At the same time, I probably guessed. Why did you mistake me for Suzanne? All gods that can advance are not complete. Memory and power are incomplete. Bai Sejin is like this. Only advanced items found. boost his power to get through this special stage. In order to prevent some indescribable things from happening, I said quickly, "You go and stay in my spiritual space first." Xianggong by Sejin is obviously unwilling. "It's my fault that something is wrong now. I'll find you when I'm done." Finally, it's easy to talk about it. Bai Sejin agreed. Normally, extraordinary beings to the gods of solar terms have complete control, but gods are the source of power for extraordinary beings. The criterion for compatibility is not just the strength of mental strength, and the degree of intimacy, if forced, will reduce the fit. It may even lead to the loss of the god's owner, so it's generally not a last resort. No one dares to do this. Then the room returned to calm. After I calmed down, opened its own properties panel. Suzia's human level is level 1 and level 3. Talents and abilities are like ghosts. God understands Sejin. High-end items. Gan Aderm Elucidum. Popularity value 1,800. After forming a contract with Bai Sejin, my mental strength has been upgraded. I clearly feel that my 6 senses have been transformed. I looked at the time. The appointment with the Gu family is coming soon. Nothing to do in your spare time. I scrolled through my phone casually. Large and small platforms at home and abroad. Almost all the headlines about me. Dragon Kingdom awakens to gods in one day. The national destiny of the Dragon Kingdom is about to recover. The god of the Dragon Kingdom awakens in the coastal areas of the imperial capital. It seems to be related to the little anchor named Sujia. Someone broke the news. This anchor named Sujia was a madman before. God no or one. Mysterious statues unearthed from ancient ruins. It seems to come from the longer mythical civilization of the Dragon Kingdom. Seeing this, my pupils shrank slightly. Click on the news. Picture above made me look serious. Tiger body and human face. 9 songs to intimidate the gods. Angry eyes solemn. The legendary beast that guards the gates to heaven. And this mythical beast. I've seen this world before. Am a divine archaeologist. When excavating ruins, encountered some kind of indescribable horror and strangeness. Scarlet mist. A huge black tower reaching into the sky. Chains falling from the sky. Densely packed spells running through the black tower. Vague memory. I only remember the word jade. From time to time, there are miserable screams inside. It seems like something is blocked and asking for help from me. The screen changes. I saw a huge ancient bronze door again. The scene inside the door. Mountains and rivers collapse. Rivers dry up. Ruins everywhere. Ruins flame. A lifeless and silent world. It seems there was an unprecedented war there. It was at this time I met this mythical beast. I don't know enlightened beasts in this world. It's coming towards me, trying to throw me into that bronze door. I tried my best. Draw the magical power of beacon fire as a reward. The power of beacons can basically control the elements of beacons. After shouting to clear the fire phoenix, you can cast it. After I finished speaking in one breath, I glanced at the little fat man. How about you want to try it? The little fat man couldn't wait to take the Hot Wheels. Humans want to use the tools of the gods. You must identify yourself with the divine tools. The way to recognize the owner is also extremely simple. It is to engrave one's spiritual imprints on the sacred tools. But there is a prerequisite. That is, you must fully understand the coming of this magical tool. After the little fat man recognized his master with Hot Wheels, Yell King Luan, as I said, the fire phoenix took advantage of the trend and the wind and fire wheel came out of the hand, spinning rapidly. 2 flames. The wheels reflected the shadows of 2 huge sacred birds, 1 male and 1 female divine bird, 1 wind and 1 fire. Xing Luan's feathers are blue. There is also a little bit of red in it. The fire phoenix is golden in color. A cluster of golden flames burned on the head. Just a shadow cast. The temperature is extremely hot. In an instant, a tornado emerged out of thin air. A violent momentum swept over. And around this hurricane, still burning with raging fire, the live broadcast room once again caused a sensation. Identification successful. What a powerful momentum. Is this the power of divine drama? I think your focus is wrong. What's really scary is not the drama, but the anchor, the disappeared dragon god, the buried dragon kingdom divine drama. All anchors know each other. Put this in any country. They are definitely all state-level figures. I seriously doubt it now. Can the anchor also identify lives abroad? So perverted, so evil. On the other side, I'm going to start identifying other magical tools. After searching a lot, suddenly in an inconspicuous corner, discovered the magic tool that Bai Wuchong uses to advance. But that's not what attracts me. Underneath this soul lock, pressed by a golden sword, a side of sun, moon, and stars, a side of mountains and rivers, on top of vegetation. It also exudes a noble and sacred kingly aura. This is Zhuan Yuan's sword. Just now, I came to the Gu family's museum. I found the Zhuan Yuan sword abandoned in the corner. It's obvious that the people in the Gu family don't know the goods. Put this Zhuan Yuan sword casually in the corner. If I hadn't come here today, I don't know how long this Zhuan Yuan sword will be here gathering dust. Then I took off the hook that covered the sword. Take the sword in hand. Suddenly, I felt a special breath coming to my face. I took the sword and observed it carefully. This sword is engraved with dense ancient writings and lots of patterns. What is the anchor doing? Are you attracted to this golden sword? After all, it is a live broadcast, all lost in money's eyes. I guess I want to melt this golden sword, sell it as gold. The anchor spends a long time picking and choosing. Finally, I chose a golden sword in the corner. Too unambitious, right? Audience in the live broadcast room, seeing me staring at the Zhuan Yuan sword for a long time, can't help but question, am I attracted by the golden value of this golden sword? I watched the barrage in the live broadcast room. Ignored. Turn round. He walked up to the Gu family with the Zhuan Yuan sword in hand. Of course it's okay if you want this sword. The head of the Gu family said with a smile. However, can you tell me the name and origin of this magical tool? The little fat man also looked at me curiously. This magical tool in my hands. What Master Su chose was definitely not an ordinary product. At least it's a perfect level magic weapon. We are so ignorant. Such a valuable magic weapon. He actually left him alone in the corner. But I met Nez's father. It's a worthwhile trip. Since the statues of Nez's father are here, then maybe the statue of Neza has also been found, collected in the National Treasury. Take your time and take a look. If the statue of Neza is not found, it's not too late to release his father again. After all, it is a statue of a higher god. The combat power is probably not too high, although I haven't identified what kind of magical tool this is yet. Put this statue in the hall first. I pointed to Li Jing's statue and said, I'll decide later whether I want to identify the dragon or not. One has no meaning. Immediately nod and ask people to move the statue. Zhao Gongming, I recognized another immortal. Turned around. I found. The statues in this room are all human beings and has distinctive features. But the little fat man treats me. That's why Longu's appraisal team can tell that these people are the gods of the Dragon Kingdom. Master Su thinks there is. Are there any difficulties? Longy didn't start to identify me for a long time when he saw me. Couldn't help but come up and ask nervously. In fact, for the statue in this room, we all have some research. But because of concerns about these research reports, it will affect your judgment, Master Su. Already admired and prostrated. so we didn't take it out immediately. No need. I know all these statues. I said calmly. I actually understand the official concerns. After all, this is the keel of a cultural fault line. Their research is probably wrong. It's like it's written on my head. By Wacheng, who makes money with one stone. I immediately started to flatter you. I knew it. A short-sighted guy. How much can a golden sword be sold for? I count him as 20 pounds. The current price of gold is 600. This one could be sold for 6 million. Damn, there seems to be quite a lot of them. The anchor is awesome. Choosing other divine tools cannot guarantee awakening. But this golden sword is a real and valuable treasure. Most of the people in the live broadcast room are just ordinary people. For them, 6 million is indeed a huge sum of money. A bunch of poor people who have never seen the world. These magical tools in the Goof family's treasure house. If you take out any one piece, it can be sold for tens of millions. Sell this artifact as gold. The anchor is not out of his mind. Really powerful treasures must be hung up. This magical tool placed in the corner. How powerful can it be? Gu Qingcheng saw many people in the live broadcast room supporting the Gu family. My face feels a little hot. Although the Gu family is the #1 extraordinary family in the Dragon Kingdom. But there are also many magical tools that cannot be identified. Now I personally selected this magical tool. Gu Qingcheng still doesn't know what this magical tool is called. But what is certain is that its value will certainly not be low. Holding Zhuan Yuan's sword, there is a trace of reminiscence in the eyes. Start explaining. Ancient times. The battle between Huangdi and Qiyu. The gods guard the mountains and cast the Zhuan Yuan's sword from copper. Zhuan Yuan's sword is golden in color. The ancient sword of the Holy Way. A divine sword for slaying demons. Dealing with the demon ancestor Kai Yu. Especially with the miraculous effect of getting twice the result with half the effort. After Emperor Zhuan Yuan defeated the demon ancestor Kai Yu, this sword was passed down to Jia Yu. Dou Yu holds the Zhuan Yuan's sword, made great contributions in flood control. The Jia dynasty was founded on this basis. Hundreds of years later, the Jia dynasty fell. This sword was acquired by Shang Tang. Shang Tang held this sword and fought in all directions, defeating the 3 ancient evil ways, and build a new kingdom. After Shang dynasty, the whereabouts of Zhuan Yuan's sword are unknown, because the Zhuan Yuan sword has always been held by the human emperor, also known as the imperial sword. I rely on the real thing. This is the human emperor's sword. I don't know anything else about the Lord. His ability to tell stories is top-notch. Who knows if what he said is true or false? If this thing is really the human emperor's sword. I guess it has to be at least a perfect drama. The barrage in the live broadcast room suddenly became boiling. Everyone feels that I am making up stories to lie to them. But there is no evidence. At this time, the system prompts sounds. Zhuan Yuan's sword-type divine weapon attributes fine quality legendary magical powers. Emperor's sword. Human emperor overlord body. How to use. Hold Zhuan Yuan's sword high. Infuse it with the spirit of the emperor. Host identification successful. The rewards of Zhuan Yuan's sword are being drawn for you. Congratulations to the host for drawing the ability Emperor's Qi. The Emperor's Qi targets whose strength is lower than one's own. You can intimidate others with your eyes. In an instant, I felt a warm current rushing through my body. At the same time, he exudes a strong and confident temperament. Is it my imagination? Why? It feels like the anchor has become a lot more handsome all of a sudden. A man relies on his clothes and a horse relies on his saddle. The anchor looks a bit human with a golden sword. This is the legendary human emperor's sword. Even if it's a dog holding it, can show a unique temperament. Even the audience in the live broadcast room saw the difference in me. Not to mention everyone in the Gu family, of course. Master Su, your temperament has completely changed. Suddenly, I had a feeling. The urge to worship. Gu Minghao said exaggeratedly. Not only Gu Minghao. Gu Qingcheng looked at me in the eyes. There is also a touch of stunning color. I got used to the extra imperial energy in my body, but I always feel the magical effects of the Emperor's qi go far beyond that. Really amazing. This anchor is so lucky. Let him hit a dead rat again. Is it so difficult to admit that others are good? The anchor obviously relies on his own strength. Inside the Gu family's treasure trove, found the most valuable artifact. Sheba, this must be the sacred tool of our Bangzi kingdom. Quickly return the magic tool to us. We, Bangzi country, are the legitimate successors of the emperor. This human emperor sword is the national sword of our Bangzi kingdom. It was stolen by the despicable Dragon Kingdom people. Mr. Su, I am from the Lighthouse Country. I don't know what you think about our Lighthouse Country's magical tools. Are you interested? I'm willing to pay a high price to buy the magical tools you have. My performance is really amazing. Audiences from all over the world are staring at my live broadcast room. After seeing me, I successfully identified another treasure. Popular jumps from various countries. Zhuanyuan's sword is the orthodox ancient artifact of the Dragon Kingdom. We, the people of the Dragon Kingdom, are also known as the descendants of Yan and Huang. The emperor is the ancestor of most of us. I looked at the barrage in the live broadcast room and responded, of course not to prove anything to foreign audiences, but to tell the people of the Dragon Kingdom the origin of the descendants of Yan and Huang. Is this how the descendants of Yan and Huang got their names? In history class, the teacher only told us that we are descendants of Yan and Huang, but the teacher couldn't tell clearly. Where did the name descendants of Yan and Huang come from? How long ago was it in ancient times? Are our ancestors so powerful? The audience's enthusiasm was roused by my words. Popularity +1. Popularity value +10. The anchor will tell us stories from ancient times. I heard that the anchor graduated from the history department. Learn about history. There must be a lot more than ordinary people like us. A lot of gifts floating on the screen. I see that the popularity has increased a lot. Showed a smile. Since everyone's enthusiasm is so high, then let me talk about it. In ancient times, there were many tribes. The leader of the most powerful tribe among them, their Emperor Yan and Emperor Huang respectively, and they have a common enemy named Caillou. I briefly told the history of ancient times. The audience in the live broadcast room listened to the history. I couldn't help but give me gifts. In just a moment, the popularity value has increased by nearly 1,000 points. Continuing to compile. Who knows if it's true or not? There are indeed many fools in this world. Just make up a story and someone will give you a gift. Hey, Brother Dong is here again. You don't care if he is real or fake. Just treat it as a piece of fun, okay? I enjoyed listening to the story today. Give me a small gift. You've seen what I'm capable of. Later in the live broadcast room. Indeed, many people took my story seriously. I saw a coral in the live broadcast room. Shaked his head. I'll tell the story later when I have the opportunity. Now let's try the power of Zhuanyuan's sword first. I can't put it down and play with the Zhuanyuan sword in my hand. Then take a deep breath. Raise Zhuanyuan's sword high above your head. The imperial spirit in the body suddenly poured into Zhuanyuan's sword. The buzz is accompanied by a clear dragon roar. Zhuanyuan's sword trembled violently. A royal aura that looked down on the world instantly broke out. It made everyone present weak at the knees. Can't help it all. Have an urge to surrender. A circle of bright golden light emitted from Zhuanyuan's sword. I put down Zhuanyuan's sword. He waved the gun lightly at the far wall, accompanied by the crisp sound of gold and iron clashing. A dazzling golden sword energy flashed past, illuminating the entire dim treasure house, and the place where my sword energy just touched. on the alloy wall that is said to be resistant to nuclear explosions. A clear and profound crack appeared. The head of the Gu family saw this scene. Stand up suddenly in shock. How is this possible? The Gu family's treasure house is extremely solid, made of very precious super alloys. Even the top transcendent beings in the Dragon Kingdom would find it difficult to break through. With the Zhuanyuan sword in my hands, just a slight scratch. It left deep marks on the wall. If you use all your strength, maybe I can really split this copper wall, an iron wall with one sword. What level of magic weapon is this? At this time, I looked at the Zhuanyuan sword in my hand. There are also some surprises. Not surprised by the power. After all, this is a legendary artifact. What surprised me? After activating Zhuanyuan's sword, he seemed to completely recognize me. Use it like an arm and 10 fingers. Not even much effort can exert 30% of the power. You must know that ordinary people forcefully recognize the master's divine tools. At most, use 1/10 of your power, unless you are gifted. And I seem to be born to be its master. What's going on? What level of transcendent is the anchor? One sword penetrated the walls of the Gu family. Is this the legendary way of cutting iron into clay? Bega, this must be the drama of our little country. Return the oracle to us quickly. We, Bangzi country, are the legitimate successors of the emperor. This human emperor sword is the national sword of our Bangzi kingdom. It was stolen by the despicable Dragon Kingdom people. Mr. Su, I am from the lighthouse country. I don't know about your drama about our lighthouse and me. Are you interested? I'm willing to pay a high price for it. Audiences from all over the world jumped in anger, especially after seeing the power of Zhuanyuan's sword. Jealous eyes are red. Master Su, this Zhuanyuan sword has been given to you now. Please be sure to keep this drama. The head of the Gu family looked solemn. He knows how many people are watching this live broadcast. There will definitely be many young people coveting this important weapon of the country. Don't worry, I'll take good care of it. Master Su, as the saying goes, a sword matches a hero. This human emperor sword is the most suitable home for you. If it had been kept in our Gu family's treasure house, but it's such a waste of natural resources. Gu Minghao came forward, a look of admiration. Master Su, don't you know? How handsome were you in that scene holding the sword just now? I forgot to take a screenshot. Otherwise, the height will be turned into a mobile phone wallpaper. Please stay away from me. I pushed Gu Minghao away in disgust. Right. Do you still remember what Bai Wucheng needs to advance? Of course I remember. It's called Soul Hook and Morning Stick. You're lucky, right? Saying that, I came from the corner of the treasure house, pulling out a dark chain. This is the Soul Hook. Gu Qingcheng stepped forward in surprise. True or false? Guaranteed replacement if fake. I smiled slightly. Explain that there are countless evil things in the underworld. The one who controls the spirit is black and white. The hook has a curved hook and claws. Specially locks the human peep a bone. Enchanting. System identification successful soul hook lock. High-level magic weapon rewards Liqui Yinhen level 4. This thing is a good thing, but don't use it. I added. Why? Gu Minghao is confused. Are there any side effects? You're stupid. This is Bai Wucheng's divine tool. Give it to Bai Wu directly. Wouldn't it be possible to let him advance directly? Gu Qingcheng was speechless for his silly brother. Hey, didn't I not expect this? Gu Minghao scratched his head in embarrassment. What are you still doing? I haven't summoned Bai Wucheng yet. I almost forgot. Gu Minghao slapped his head. He quickly summoned Bai Wucheng. The next moment, a gloomy aura enveloped the entire Gu family treasure house. The temperature in the live broadcast room seems to have dropped a few degrees. Is this the legendary seducer? What a terrifying pressure. Bai Wucheng appears. A strange smile hung on the pale face. What are you calling me for? Bai Chang's voice echoed in the treasure house. Dear Lord Bai Chang, this is your magic tool. Now it's back to its original owner. Gu Minghao handed over the soul lock like a treasure. This is my soul lock. Bai Chang's stiff face. He actually showed a look of excitement the moment he took over the soul hook lock. A gray cloud bloomed from the chain. After a while, Bai Chang's advancement will be completed. The panel in my eyes has also undergone a huge change. Bai Chang quality is rare. Added magical phantom. As the gods advance, Gu Minghao's level also skyrocketed. He jumped 4 levels in a row. Became a level 46 extraordinary person. Gu Minghao was so excited that his whole body trembled. It's only been a day. He soared from level 39 to level 46. This speed is simply faster than riding a rocket. Congratulations to the host. Help the gods to advance successfully. Draw rewards to enchant your soul with magical powers. Seduction can draw out the target's soul. The greater the strength gap, the more souls are drawn out. Master Su, you are very important to our Gu family and even to the entire Dragon Kingdom. They all have great kindness. The head of the Gu family stood up excitedly. At this time, in the capital of Dragon Kingdom, in a top-secret basement made of alloy. A few big guys who can only be seen on Shinwen Network. He is staring at my live broadcast with a serious expression. From today, all of Suzia's actions are ranked top. Is it too hasty for the top-secret boss to make the decision? Observe for a while longer. Sir, I support you. A strong middle-aged man slapped the table and stood up. Dragon Kingdom has no time. Sujia is a comeback opportunity given by God. Opportunities not to be missed. Which team to send there? Are there any other options besides Dragon Group? Let the Dragon Group show our importance. At the same time, a paradise thousands of miles away, an old Taoist priest suddenly looked up at the sky. The center of the earth reappears. The sun of destiny appears. Something big is coming. Master Wukong, take a trip to Dragon Kingdom. A figure took the kit. Go away in the air. The scene returns to the Gu family treasure house. Bai Chang took a deep look at me after he advanced. Thank you very much. After saying that, it turned into a stream of light and blended into Gu Minghao's eyebrows. Did I hear it right? God actually took the initiative to thank the anchor. Bai Chang has been covered in dust for too long. Not only did I wake up today, but I also advanced. Thank you is also appropriate. I took a look at the barrage. Smile and say, brothers, don't worry. This is just the beginning. In the future, there will be more and more gods in the Dragon Kingdom. We'll become stronger and stronger. I said you are fat and you are breathing heavily. Just bad luck. Don't brag and don't make drafts. I watched the screen full of ridicule. It seems that everyone still doesn't believe it. Let's make a bet. Within a year, I promise to make the number of gods in the Dragon Kingdom exceed 100. Among them, there are at least 10 epic gods. 100 countries in the world, most of which do not have. This number is epic. You thought it was Chinese cabbage? I don't laugh at this. The Gu family also sweated for me. What did the head of the Gu family just want to say? A burst of neat and powerful footsteps sounded. A group of impressive soldiers walked into the hall. The leader of the team is a pride, showing a shining golden dragon medal. Mr. Su, we are members of the Dragon Group. My name is Long Yi. Dragon Group, the legendary mysterious organization with a minimum level of 60. Damn it, even the officials were alarmed. The live broadcast room completely exploded. The face of the head of the Gu family changed slightly. He knows what Dragon Clan means. Hello, what's the matter with you? The above would like to invite you to join the official. I don't know if you are willing. Want me to join? Yes, but I have a condition. Without hesitation, when I need to broadcast live, Live broadcasts can be started at any time. Long Yi was a little surprised, but I agreed immediately. No problem, we support live broadcast by anchors. It's great to witness the resurrection of the gods of the Dragon Kingdom. Die without regrets. The barrage was once again flooded with gifts. Many foreign viewers want to obtain information as soon as possible. Also crazy about giving gifts. My popularity keeps rising. In fact, there is another important task. The dragon looks serious. The once-in-a-decade war of gods is about to begin. Gods of war. This is about the destiny of the country. Dragon Kingdom v. No Star God for 10 years. Consecutive defeats in the Battle of Gods. The national destiny has been extremely weakened. If you lose again this time, Dragon Kingdom civilization will be completely cut off. Only the gods of the country can participate in the war. We need you. Gods of War. Sounds so classy. The day of Hahalong Kingdom's subjugation has arrived. Obediently offering the human emperor sword. We, Bangzi country, can take you in as slaves. Crazy ridicule from foreign barrages. He was quickly scolded by the netizens of Longguo. The sound drowned me out and I realized the seriousness of the situation. Nod and said, "Don't worry. With me, I am 100% sure in this battle between gods. The anchor is really good at bragging." As soon as I heard the news, I dared to confirm it. Long Yi gave a military salute excitedly. From today, you can contract all the statues of Dragon Kingdom for free. All magic tools are chosen at will. No need. I don't like ordinary dramas. I shook my head. The most important thing now is to awaken the gods, rather than coveting external things. Okay, friends. This ends today's live broadcast. I ignore retention. Download at the speed of light. Subsequently, the head of the Gu family proposed to let Gu Qingcheng protect me personally. I looked at Long Yi. Long Yi agreed. So I took the top brother Gu Ming Hao with me, and beautiful bodyguard Gu Qingcheng. Under the escort of a group of people, they headed to the capital overnight. Hot searches on the internet have exploded. Shocking Dragon Kingdom, 100 new gods will appear within 1 year. Ancient artifact man Huang Jian appears in the world. The legendary Battle of Gods, relevant to national destiny. Soon, I lived in a heavily guarded courtyard house. Master Su, this is your residence. Long Zhu and Miss Gu will guard you 24 hours a day. I nodded. Back to room. View panel. Popularity value 10,700. Gu Ming Hao alone swiped hundreds of them. Super popular plus loose votes. My popularity finally exceeded 5 digits. My current goal is to save 500,000. Purchase the afterimage of Nuwa on top. Finished washing up. I fell into sleep. In sleep, I feel a warm and soft body, tightly wounded. Difficulty breathing. Wake up and open your eyes. I saw only one stunning beauty, wrapped around me like a giant python. Eye-catching as silk. White lady, what are you doing? I shrank subconsciously. This is a demon god. Why don't you have any moral integrity? Xianggong by Sejun exhaled like orchid. He stuck out his tongue and licked my cheek. Isn't the slave's family beautiful? Beauty, country, and city. I swallowed. As long as she is a normal human being. I've long since. But there is. Husband's wife by Sejun. What if she regains her memory? Discovered that I am not Zhu Xian. You haven't swallowed me up yet. My husband's long night. Nu Jialeng by Sejun said, if you hold hands, you'll undress me and take off my belt. System help. This goblin wants to eat people. Looking at by Sejun with confused eyes. My heart is broken. For life. There was a crisp slap in the face. Bai Sejun was beaten until she regained some clarity, covering his face in grievances. Sir, why is this? Come back quickly. I forced the aggrieved Bai Sejun. Take back mental space. Sitting on bed. I gasped for air. Almost made a mistake. The initial period of estrus is just terrible. Unknowingly, the time reached 12 o'clock in the middle of the night. The system mall has been refreshed. I'll open it and take a look. First level thunder attribute divine crystal 400 points. Level to God statue blind box 2000 points. Hunyuan powder 5000 points. Rare divine tool second level God talent blind box 2500 points. Although the stuff is good, but in order to save money to buy newer, I reluctantly closed the mall. At this time, outside the courtyard wall, Guking Cheng is lurking in the shadows in a smart outfit. He recalled the instructions given by his elders before leaving home. There will be a test tonight. His eyes are like lightning. Keep an eye on the goings-on around you, waiting for those who wish to take the bait. Sure enough, after I entered the house, several have appeared already. They were all killed by him on the spot. Long Yi walked out from the backyard. He glanced at the corpses at Gu Qingcheng's feet. He snorted coldly and said, "Mr. IP, good guess. It's really not peaceful tonight. I also killed several people over there." Gu Qingcheng said coldly, "Kill as many as you come tonight." What Mr. Yi meant was to shock them overnight. Let them not dare to have any evil intentions towards Sujia again. This is called punching away, to avoid 100 punches. Nodding with great difficulty, turn around and leave. Time soon came to the next morning. When I get up, Long Yi and Gu Qingcheng. The corpses all over the yard have already been disposed of. Come to the door cleanly. You can see Gu Qingcheng standing at the door with his serious face. A pair of smart eyes looked around vigilantly. I took a look. Outside the house, except Gu Qingcheng, there are a lot of guards. Sujia considers your safety. We've added a lot of guards. Gu Qingcheng came out when he saw me. He walked up and explained, in addition to protecting your safety, these guards also responsible for permanently guarding your safety. All the guards in this courtyard, including me and Long Yi. I will obey your orders unconditionally. Smile slightly. Any schedule. Yes. Gu Qingcheng nodded immediately, and I said calmly, "You killed so many assassins last night. You haven't slept all night, right?" Gu Qingcheng looked at me in shock. Last night, they kept the noise to a minimum. I didn't expect that I would be so sharp. Even notice this. It seems that I am not just a master who knows how to identify. Such keen insight. Enough to prove my fighting talent. You are absolutely top-notch. First order you to go to bed, I said calmly. Long Yi, follow me to the National Treasure House. I'm going to start today's work. Gu Qingcheng saw that I cared so much about him. Also very touched. Called Long Yi. Gu Qingcheng as the daughter of the extraordinary first family, or from the official think tank of Dragon Kingdom, one of the senior strategic talents. I have dealt with Long Yi several times. For Long Yi, he has absolute trust because Long Yi is the official of the Dragon Kingdom. Special talents cultivated from childhood. Absolutely loyal to the Dragon Kingdom. Not long after, Long Yi came to the two of them. What do you want Master Su to do? Take me to the Dragon Kingdom treasure house. I'm going to start identifying gods. I spoke. Okay, Long Yi said and led the way. A group of guarding soldiers followed the two of them, protecting everyone. The two got in the car. I took out my phone and turned it on. The live broadcast has just started. Tens of thousands of viewers flooded into the live broadcast room. And the number of viewers in the live broadcast room is still growing rapidly. After fermentation all day yesterday, anyone who is online now knows that. A young man appeared who spoke arrogantly. Master Zhou 100 gods. No kidding. I admit that you are very powerful. But is this bullshit a bit exaggerated? People from the Dragon Kingdom are still very polite in their barrages. After all, who doesn't want their country to be strong? But it's obvious. On the barrage. It's also filled with barrage from those gringos who sing the opposite. Ha 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 ha. Do you really believe it? Didn't you read last night's post? This liar in early summer. 100 gods. Our great lighthouse nation. I dare not say there are so many of you. I'll take a while. The number of people online at the same time in the live broadcast room. It has exceeded 1 million. I watched the barrage. Sneer. This barrage is very interesting. Your lighthouse nation has only been established for 200 years. Or occupy other people's lands and make territories? It can be said that there is no foundation at all. Your gods are all a joke to me. I'm too lazy to refute you. But I can tell you responsibly, if you plan to continue to stay in my live broadcast room, our fellow citizens will let you know what is beautiful Longwo dialect. Having said that, I will no longer watch the barrage. But on the barrage, the emotions of the people in the Dragon Kingdom have obviously been aroused. Various beautiful Dragon Chinese dialects completely drowned out the smear barrage of those foreigners. I'm sitting in the car, slowly raise 3 fingers. Let's set a small goal today. Identify the 3 gods, and they are all from the Dragon Kingdom. I know you gringos are still looking at me. I also know what you are thinking. Well, let me place a bigger bet. Say it. I immediately took out Zhuan Yuan's sword from the system space. Zhuan Yuan's sword appears in the live broadcast room. Around the world. The gringos standing in front of my live broadcast room. All eyes are shining with gold. And I continued. Have you seen this Zhuan Yuan sword in my hand? I know you gringos really want it. Don't say I won't give you a chance. From today, I successfully identified 3 every day. The gods of our Dragon Kingdom. But one day I can't do it. This Zhuan Yuan sword. I gave out red envelopes and drew them directly in the live broadcast room. Whoever grabs it belongs to whom. As soon as these words came out, Long Dun, who was driving, was startled for a moment. Yesterday, when he received the mission, the big guys from the Dragon Kingdom told him, this magical sword can improve the luck of the Dragon Kingdom. Its value is as important as myself. In addition to protecting me, Dragon Ancestor, it is even more important to protect this divine sword from others coveting it. But today I actually threatened to draw the Excalibur. Long Yi was so frightened that his heart pounded. He quickly said, Sujia, what are you doing? I calmly said, don't worry. I know it well. I promise. Able to identify 3 dragon gods every day. I will take this divine sword, put him in front of those who covet him. But they can never get it. Let them always be like a group, like a pug who misses the drumstick in his master's hands, watching helplessly. But you can never eat it in your mouth. Long Wei looked at me blankly. Final nod. But my live broadcast is not for free for you to watch. I said coldly, if I didn't do it, I promised to take Zhuan Yuan's sword. Got it for you gringos. But if I did it, you gringos are just selling houses and land. You have to find 500 super rockets for me. Those who posted the barrage just now, don't even think about running away then. Nowadays, all internet access requires real name authentication, binding a mobile phone number. I just need to let the authorities check it out. You can find yourself if you don't brush it. Although our dragon country doesn't have much life at the moment, but we have enough firepower. Before broadcasting every day, if you foreigners dare to spare me 1 rocket, I promise to make Dragon Kingdom officials send a real rocket to your king. Hear my words. Long Yi on the side also spoke in a deep voice, said to the live broadcast room, Mr. Sushia's words. On behalf of the Dragon Kingdom officials, I agree. As soon as these words came out, those foreigners around the world who were watching my live broadcast room, all were frightened. Obviously, although the number of gods in the Dragon Kingdom is few, but they don't have many aircraft and cannons at all. What are you afraid of? This guy must be just showing off. No new gods have appeared in 50 years. Do you really believe that he can identify 3 people in a day? Just 500 rounds of super rockets. What our lighthouse country has is money. Whoever picks up is afraid of whom? Sujia, your Zhuanyuan sword. Sooner or later, it will be placed in our British Museum. Unconsciously, the car has arrived outside the official treasure house of Dragon Kingdom. Long got out of the car. Open the car door for me. Master Su, please. Longi gave me a standard military salute. Audience friends. Next, we are going to the official treasure house of Dragon Kingdom. It is said that there are many unidentified statues of gods inside. I'm also feeling a little excited. The Baiwaching I saw yesterday is a god from the Dragon Kingdom. That's right, but the level is not high. Don't know this time. Can you see those legendary statues of gods? What I'm looking forward to more is, maybe in the National Treasury, there is the statue of the third Prince Neza that I have longed for. Dragon Kingdom official treasure house. Are you sure this is something we can see? Those gringos I just picked up. Show it all to me. Let's see how I performed today. Longi briefly introduced the situation to me on the way. The treasure house of Dragon Kingdom is divided into many parts. Some of them are filled with statues of their own gods and goddesses. Some rooms are filled with displays. There are also some rooms in the sacred tools, specially used to display statues of foreign gods and goddesses. I heard what Long Yi said, a little surprised. We also have statues of foreign gods and goddesses here. Some statues of gods have been authenticated. It can be judged that it does not belong to our Dragon Kingdom. If there is a corresponding country willing to pay enough price, we can give them this idol. Same. We in the Dragon Kingdom also have many statues of gods wandering outside, even in every corner of the world. There may also be statues of gods that have not been discovered yet. About these situations. Basically, Long Yi can be said to have all the treasures in his family. In addition to the millions of viewers in my live broadcast room, I also heard Long Yi's explanation, gained knowledge. It turns out that it's inside our dragon country's treasury. There are also foreign things. Don't think too wonderfully about things. We have statues of foreign gods here. There are also statues of our gods abroad. We haven't identified new life in 50 years. I guess it has something to do with this too. He was very mean to those foreigners. In the British Museum, we still have so many treasures, hiding our idols and tools. I can definitely do it. The Dragon Kingdom has not identified new statues of gods for decades. The national destiny has already declined to the freezing point over the years, even at great cost many times. Transactions with foreign countries. But even if the idol is traded, there is no way to successfully wake up and be able to identify which country's idols belong to. It's a rare case. Most of the statues, in fact, they are all piled together. Only a few are humanoid, and the statues with obvious characteristics. Only then can we be sure that it is from the Dragon Kingdom. Let's first identify the statues of Dragon Kingdom today. Long Yi said. He took me to the door of a room. Opening the door reveals a vast space. And in this whole space, there are more than 20 statues of gods placed inside. Isn't that right? We in the Dragon Kingdom only have about 20 gods, right? I'm a little surprised. I know there won't be too many, but this is too little. Dig more than 20 idols. Am I dreaming? I've never seen so many idols in my life. Thank you, Master Su, for letting me gain insights. Are all the people in our country living on dry food? 50 years of research on more than 20 idols. Can't study any of them. The audience in the live broadcast room saw an empty room. There are more than 20 statues of gods inside. Very shocked. In fact, the number of statues of gods that our Dragon Kingdom has. Of course, it's not just this. These statues in this room All of them have already produced certain research results. I can be 100% sure that it belongs to our dragon kingdom. God Image Long Yi explained. It's okay. It's okay. I scanned this treasure trove. I basically know all the more than 20 statues of gods there. It's just that the specific identification depends on the system. Then I'll start to identify. I took my phone and walked to a statue. This is a tall and thin person, wearing armor, man with sword on his waist, and above his belt. 3 simple characters are clearly engraved. Chentang Wan. See me staring at this statue. Long Yi immediately stepped forward and said that the officials had verified it in many ways. Finalized. There is no place named Chentang Wan in Longguo. You know where? I took a deep breath, nodded, said it was an ancient name. Now the name has been changed. It's normal that you can't find it. The answer to Chentang Wan is already obvious. This statue should be Li Jing. But what puzzles me is King Tota Li. Where is his pagoda? Does the anchor know this statue? Anchor, can you explain what level this guy is? Looks like a general. He must be a military commander. I took a look at the information about the statue in front of me. Li Jing Chen Tangguan General Manager. Soldier type, human immortal attribute sword. High quality, magical power, sword immortal. The awakening method consumes 50 popularity points to unlock. The training method consumes 50 popularity points to unlock. Advanced method consumes 100 popularity points to unlock. A look of understanding flashed in my eyes. So that's it. This is Li Jing during the Chentang Wan period. Isn't he still Li Jing, who was granted the title of Heavenly King after the Battle of the Gods? Maybe Neza hasn't made waves yet at this period. Ms. Yin. It probably hasn't been escaped by the evil beast yet and turned into a pill. No wonder he's just a higher god. Li Jing, who was not awarded the title of Heavenly King, can become a higher god. It's reasonable. Although he is immortal, right? But Li Mingren's big stupid bear can become a god. Li Jing in the mortal period. Why can't he be called God? Also to the same god at different times. You can also have different idols. The gods of different periods are completely integrated. Is the true perfection of a god. Hold your chin with one hand, thinking about the statue of Li Jing. Neza didn't see it. That little fat guy Gu Minghao regarded him as the god of wealth and the real god of martial arts in this national treasure house. Riding a black tiger, holding an iron whip on the left, right pull iron lock, the posture of a military commander. Although he is indeed a very capable military commander, but it was blocked by Zhang Zia back then, a god of wealth similar to a civil servant. Still very misleading. Unsure. So what is it written on the appraisal report? I'm just thinking about it. First, identify which god is more cost-effective. Each god has a different way to advance. Although some gods are very powerful, but it's hard to find upgrade materials. Even if it is the official Dragon Kingdom, it won't be easy to find all these materials. So I was thinking, which god is more appropriate to identify first? I've seen some of them today. Statues of gods that cannot be seen anywhere else. It's not like I came here in vain. If it doesn't work, just draw the Zhuanyuan sword directly. I've already bought the tickets. Ready to go to your Dragon Kingdom to receive you. Master Zhou, even if you can't identify it for a while, it doesn't matter. Before the War of Gods begins, even if one more person is identified, it would be good. Long Yi said quickly. They haven't identified a single idol in 50 years. It's just my first day here. Let me identify the idol. It's really a bit overwhelming. Let me study for a few more days. As long as a statue is identified, it can also improve your strength a little bit. Don't worry, I told you. Identify 3 idols every day. Only more, but not less. This Zhuanyuan sword, I want them to always be able to see, but not touch. I said. I glanced at the barrage in the live broadcast room. Sure enough, I saw a barrage of a group of gringos jumping around, but I ignored it. Instead, I was leisurely in the room, unable to hide. Longy knows that this kind of thing can't be rushed. No more urging me. Would you like to take a look at our research report? No need. I shook my head. It is true that teaching a man to fish is better than teaching him to fish. I can take a look at the official appraisers from the Dragon Kingdom. What do you think of this statue? You can also teach them some, but in the orthodox mythological system, not before the Dragon Kingdom is fully established. It's too early. There is a gap in the history of the Dragon Kingdom. For them, these gods are completely unfamiliar. It doesn't make much sense to tell them now, but Long Yi insisted that he should get it. After saying that, Long Yi waved his hand. Instruct the assistant to get it. These research reports. Of course, it's also top secret information. But today evening, the live broadcast is on. A research report. There is no need to continue hiding it. I saw Long Yi being so persistent. No more refusal. After all, point out some mistakes. Also save those people. Going further and further down the wrong road. Not long after, someone brought the research report over. This deception is too low level. I showed him all the top secret research reports, not afraid of him leaking secrets. Are all the senior leaders of your Dragon Kingdom idiots? He read the report, then make some nonsense based on the report. Who can know whether what he said is true or false? I ignored the barrage. After reading the report, came to a statue of a god on crutches. This statue is holding a cane in one hand. He also carries a wine gourd on his back. It is precisely because of the distinctive features of the wine gourd that only the official appraisers of the Dragon Kingdom can determine. This is the statue of the Dragon Kingdom. I silently thought to myself that the system would identify it. Master Su, do you know this statue? When Long Yi saw me, he finally started working officially. Somewhat excitedly, he came forward and asked. Of course, I nodded confidently. Then he started explaining to everyone. Thousands of years ago, the faces of Yifeng Zhou and Long Yi. At the same time, he showed a look of understanding, clapping and laughing at the same time. And I calmly said, the people of the Dragon Kingdom, are upright and upright. We disdain to build strength in secret. I want to let the whole world. Everyone has witnessed the growth of our Dragon Kingdom with their own eyes. But there's no way to stop us. I give them time and opportunity to surpass us, until they even look at our backs from afar. There is a group of mortals who practice Taoism and become immortals. It all becomes a luxury. Yifeng Zhou couldn't help but applaud. We, the people of the Dragon Kingdom, are upright and above board, disdainful of plotting and plotting like them. One day, we will use our purest strength. Let the whole world marvel at our strength. I smiled slightly. He whispered, if I guessed correctly, Chen Weixian will be assassinated tonight. Among this group of mortals, Long Yi's hard work. You've spun around. He'll go home soon. I'll let everyone see it in the live broadcast room. You and Gu Qingcheng changed classes. You went to rest. Relax their vigilance. But after changing shifts, you need to go to Chen Weixian's home immediately, waiting for the assassin who may appear at any time. 8 of them have powerful magic powers. Understanding, Long Yi immediately nodded. More than an hour later, my home live broadcast is on again. Now my live broadcast is on the live broadcast platform, already firmly occupying the highest traffic volume. As soon as I start the live broadcast, those who are still in the live broadcast room of internet celebrity beauties, watching girls dancing, all flocked. Come into my live broadcast room, also known as the 8 Immortals. There's no need to call her at all. In the words of these netizens, how can internet celebrity beauties be as good looking as my electronic facial mask? I sit on a chair, smile, and speak. 2 of the 3 gods targeted today have been identified. The remaining statues. I'm going to be among the lucky viewers in the live broadcast room. The rules for drawings and drawings are also very simple. I'll start a reward ranking later. And this one in front of me. The one who ranks first can have priority in identifying the idol. But if you don't have a statue in your hand, or maybe it's not a statue of the Dragon Kingdom, just postpone it to the next one. I also want to do a purely random lottery, but unrealistic. First, I need popularity. Secondly, people who can privately own idols. In other words, he is a person who deserves to be appraised as a god. Basically, they are all poor guys with a little money. One of the 8 immortals. In hand. I guess there won't be any statues of gods that are too valuable. But before that, I have to ask you to wait a moment. It's time for your little brother Long Yi to get off work. Let him take a class first, but you can start buying gifts. Ha ha ha, I just finished speaking. The gifts in the live broadcast room started to come out, and the popularity of the system is also rising steadily. It's the king of medicine. Number. I haven't seen enough of Brother Long's looks. What shifts do you have? Get off work. Can't Brother Long be the donkey of the production team? But when Long Yi waved goodbye to the audience, after saying I was going to bed, the appearance of Gu King Cheng. However, the barrage in the live broadcast room became violent again. I'll take care of the goddess. And because he uses a cane all year round, Long Yi, please stop calling me. I'm afraid that Goddess Gu will misunderstand. What kind of fairy live broadcast room is this? Either a handsome guy or a beautiful girl. Don't do it when you're involved. End of shift. I looked at the ranking list in the live broadcast room. The first one on the list is a netizen named Park. His wealth is the highest, far surpassing the second on the list, also known as Tigwai Li. If nothing unexpected happens, this lucky guy is him. We noticed. This netizen's surnamed Park used 100 super rockets. Is there any higher one? I saw his online name. I took another look at his IP from the background. Found it to be an IP from a steppe country. Immediately, I understood what was going on. These foreigners are afraid that I won't slap them in the face. Tigwai Li is addicted to alcohol. Just waiting for me to draw one yuan sword. Maybe he's just waiting for me to hit him again. Just bring out a statue of a god I don't know. Makes me feel weak. So that I have to keep my promise. Give him the Zhuan Yuan sword. Then take it to honor his lighthouse father. He is the first of the 8 immortals. Legend has it that Tigwai Li, before becoming an immortal, just a scholar. I introduced them in detail. The situation of the statue in front of me. The audience in the live broadcast room was also fascinated by after my introduction, the system prompt sounds. After I introduced Tigwai Li, the system sound popped up. Ding, congratulations on successful host identification. The rewards for the Medicine King are being drawn for you. Ding, congratulations to the host for drawing the Great Return Pill. A bottle of Dewandan contains 10 pills in total. The person who is not dead takes a big return pill. Can be reborn after severed limbs. All injuries fully healed. After the statue of Tigwai Li, King of Medicine, recovers. Add special attributes. Give to the gods. Can make gods special upgrades. In my system space, suddenly there was an extra bottle of elixir. There was a touch of joy on my face. This Dawandan can not only be eaten by people, but it can also be used by gods. This is the first time I've heard the term special realm. I don't know if it was eaten by Li Jing in the human period. Will Li Jing be able to directly advance to become the King of Towers? But there are conditions for this special advancement. The condition is that after the statue of Medicine King Tigwai Li is revived, only the Great Return Pill can have this effect. I raised my eyes slightly. Looking at the attributes of Tigwai Li, Medicine King type Fairy, attribute Wood quality rare, magical powers and pharmacology to drive away evil spirits and bring the spirits out of the body. The awakening method consumes 800 points of vitality to unlock. The training method consumes 800 points of vitality to unlock. The advanced method consumes 1,500 popularity points to unlock. Looks like an auxiliary life form, although it is rare. But in fact, it may not be of much practical significance. Rare qualities statue. The various popularity value requirements for appraisal have been greatly improved. This adds up to a total of more than 3,000 popularity points. It's worth my 2 days of hard work. I only saved 20,000 popularity points. So much will be consumed at once. I really can't bear to part with it. But if this big return elixir, can Li Jing really? If you are directly promoted to the King of Toda, then the value is great. System identification. I gritted my teeth, made a decision, and at the same time, monitoring room. Mr. Yi passed the surveillance with a solemn expression, watching my every move. Yes, Lao, the child statue that has a special resonance with Hot Wheels. Are you really not going to take it to Sujia for appraisal? A person who looked like an assistant asked. Mr. IP shook his head. He whispered that the statue was too special. Not only does it have a special resonance with Hot Wheels, and the statue with the words Chentang written on its belt, there is also a special connection. I specially arranged someone today. Put the statue at the door of the treasure house. You can search. It seems that there is no intention to identify the statue, but the assistant said, he is not the arranger. Have you moved the statue to the hall? But in the final analysis, he still has no intention of asking for identification. Mr. Yi pondered slightly and said, it's not that I don't believe him. It's just this kind of power and special magical tool. Statues of gods that have special echoes with other statues of gods. All over the world for so many years, only a few appeared. This special statue. Cants are taken out easily. Understood. The assistant immediately nodded and said, then I sent him the information on long medicine. Well, go ahead. Mr. Yi nodded slightly. After the system deducted 3,100 popularity points in the treasure house. How to advance the Medicine King Tikwai Li. Also completely unlocked. The awakening method will be the statue of the King of Medicine, placed in 999 altars aged for more than 10 years, and shouted to invite the King of Medicine. Wake up with wine tastings. Cultivation method consumes panacea, or high-quality wine. Advanced method, Medicine King Gourd plus iron. Turning advanced method, when the 2 and 8 immortals gather together. Quality +1. This system is really messed up. Even if you don't spend more than 2,000 popularity points, I can probably guess how to cultivate and reach the realm. I feel guilty. The 2 most famous magic weapons in Yao Wang Tigwai. It's his crutches and gourds. As for the bonds of the 8 immortals, it goes without saying. If it weren't for the special realm of the Great Return Pill, I would never know how to identify this statue. After all, I still have to save my popularity points to buy the residual image of Nua. You can't waste it like this. A system prompt sounded. Updates on training methods and advanced methods. Cultivation method consumes elixir. The elixir can communicate with the Medicine King. Find the corresponding materials and let the Medicine King refine it by himself. If the quantity is refined too much at one time, the Medicine King will give away the excess. Or you can ask Yawang to brew high-quality wine yourself. Advanced method, Medicine King Gourd plus Iron Crutch. After the Medicine King's level is raised to level 20 or above, every level up, it is possible to set out to search for the drama mission. Advanced method, when the 2 and 8 immortals gather together. Quality +1. When the 8 immortals are not aligned, The strength of each additional one increases by 3 levels. That's pretty much it. At least the popularity is worth it, and I won't feel so miserable. I turn to look at Long Yi beside me. Do you want to wake up this idol now? Is that okay? Long Yi heard what I said, asked in surprise. Of course it's possible. It depends on whether you want to. I nodded solemnly. I need to report this matter. Long Yi is the leader of the dragon group. The power can be said to be very great. But there is such a thing as the awakening of a god statue. But it's a big event that can affect the entire dragon kingdom. Even he doesn't dare to decide arbitrarily. Long Yi left to make a phone call. After a while, I came back. Tell me, Master Su, the awakening of the gods can be carried out at any time. When is it convenient for you? Have you chosen the person you want to contract with? I've already chosen, based on what you just said. Founded the youngest medical doctoral student in the country. I believe that his contract with the King of Medicine is the most suitable choice. Long Yi explained. Okay, I nodded. Before anyone comes, let's prepare 999 altars for more than 10 years of aging. In the Dragon Kingdom culture, wine is the best. The request for 999 for him is quite reasonable. Okay, let someone do it right now. Such little things. You don't have to ask your superiors for advice anymore. And just now when Long Yi called, also heard about it. The big guys above, also watching my live broadcast room. Now the entire Dragon Kingdom. Is there anything more important than awakening the gods? Not long after. A sufficient amount of aged wine. It has already been set up in the central square of Longguo. I came to the square with the statue of Medicine King. This is close to 1,000 jars of aged wine, arranged neatly in a relatively regular manner. And at this time, a young man wearing a white coat came over. Dr. Chen walked over. I gave this man a military salute. Did I read that right? This is actually the most famous medical doctor in Long Kingdom. Can anyone tell me who this person is? Who was the last Nobel Prize winner in medicine? Do you know? He is a medical expert from our Dragon Kingdom. And this handsome guy, he is the only close disciple of that medical master. If I remember correctly, his name is Chen Weixian, only 24 years old now. Already got 3 doctorate degrees. True or false? So fierce? There are too many people in the live broadcast room. So Chen Wei came out first. Someone recognized it. Hello, Chen Wei. Chen Weixian wears a pair of glasses. There is a touch of scholarly temperament in every gesture. Today, this Medicine King is entrusted to you. I joked to Chen Weixian. Don't worry, I won't betray everyone's trust. Chen Weixian said seriously. The King of Medicine is in medicine. There is also research involved in learning a subject. If you can get his approval, maybe you will be the next Medicine King. This Tiguai Li is the result of my careful consideration. A god who decided to awaken. It's really because of Tiguai Li's ability. In a god, it's quite special. Ordinary gods can only simply improve their strength. In addition to improving combat effectiveness, this Medicine King. There are also many studies in medicine and pharmacology. Maybe we can provide some help in this regard. I've been making trouble for a long time. It's a daddy god. Can the anchor identify some combat types? Obviously. The warlike genes engraved in the bones of the Dragon Nation race. Most people are interested in auxiliary gods. Some are disdainful. This includes me. If it weren't for the second function of the Great Return Pill, if Tiguai Li must be revived, I will definitely give up Tiguai Li. After Chen Wei first took over the statue, place the statue in the center of the wine jar. Respectfully invite the King of Medicine to taste the wine, Chen Weixian shouted. The next moment, a burst of strong medicinal fragrance burst out, filled the whole square. People in the square. I feel a surge of power in my body. The strength seems to have improved a bit. Subsequently, a fairy spirit gradually condensed on top of the statue, drunken immortal holding a gourd in his mouth. The sound of the system also rang. It has been detected that the statue of Medicine King Tikwai Li has been revived. The second attribute of Da Wandan has been awakened. I grin. God Kihwo. But what I didn't expect was that. A strong medicinal fragrance emitted from the body of the immortal. Everyone present felt as if they had swallowed a panacea. My cultivation level has also increased a lot. Among them, my feeling is the most obvious. My realm has been directly improved by 4 levels. This dad is ordinary, but the amount of milk is amazing. Long Yi and others also felt the increase in levels, shocked and said, God, my level has improved. Thank you, Yao Wang. Thank you, Master Su. And at the same time, Yi Lao and others in the monitoring room. I was also shocked to find that my cultivation level had increased. At the same time, they also saw the attributes of Medicine King. After the end, find Chen Wixian immediately. Tell him to get along well with Yo Wang. I originally thought he was a supportive nanny. Gods don't mean much, but I didn't expect. This Medicine King, it can actually directly improve the level of extraordinary people. Wait until Sujia identifies enough gods. The effect of this Medicine King is clearly demonstrated. The assistant on the side also nodded happily and said, Yes, Mr. IP, the Battle of Gods is coming. We were worried before. Even if Sujia can help us awaken enough gods. But the low level of the extraordinary person is also a problem. Unexpectedly, Sujia identified a god today. It gave me such a big surprise. Mr. IP nodded. You said that the Medicine King's magical tool is a gourd, right? There must be a lot of miraculous medicine in that gourd. Immediately send people to search the treasure house of divine tools. As long as it's a magical tool that looks like a gourd, pick them all. Find an opportunity to let Sujia identify it. It is Li Zhuan, the Medicine King and the first of the 8 immortals of the Dragon Kingdom in the treasure house. The voice of Medicine King sounded, but it seems to resound in everyone's heart. All the extraordinary people on site have been upgraded. Damn, this daddy is invincible. The extraordinary beings on the scene can be upgraded just after waking up. If this is cultivated, wouldn't it be possible to quickly cultivate other gods? And superhuman level. I'll go to the anchor. Please take my knees. I was the wrong anchor. This is the pattern. Do you understand the pattern? Soon the barrage will flood the screen. I took the time to look at the barrage. Somewhat ashamed. Actually, I didn't expect it either. This Medicine King actually has the ability to upgrade extraordinary people. This super big daddy is so sexy. Inside a black business car outside the treasure house, a middle-aged man with blonde hair and blue eyes, looking at myself in disbelief. The mark of the gods on the arm. I ignored the voice on the phone until the urging voice on the phone rang. He just reacted. Lawrence replied, What's going on? Lawrence hurriedly said, Mr. President, I also upgraded. I didn't even enter the treasure house. Just on the streets outside Longbow Treasure House. This Medicine King's upgrade could actually affect me. Too terrible. The gods of the Dragon Kingdom are simply cheating. What? The president of the lighthouse country on the phone immediately flew into a rage. Why the fuck? Why is a rare life? How could he be so capable? Upgrade out of thin air. So what are the various trials of our extraordinary beings? Consider us energetic. Do you have the strength and know where to spend it? The appearance of a god. It can directly allow extraordinary people to upgrade out of thin air. The promotion speed of the Dragon Kingdom's extraordinary beings. Could it be that he was on a rocket? No, absolutely not. Lawrence's assassinations against Sujia all failed. Move target now. I must kill this Chen Wei first. I don't allow the Dragon Kingdom to have such an awesome god. Presidential roar. Lawrence's eardrums were so fried that they were about to burst. He is also aware of the appearance of this god. What exactly does it mean? After hanging up the phone, he immediately made a phone call. Assassination Team 7 is on standby, waiting to assassinate Chen Weixian, rob the king of medicine. Tidy. What's going on? No matter what, kill Chen Weixian first. The king of medicine in the treasure house looked at me, nodded slightly to me. Then it turned into a ray of light, integrated into Chen Weixian's body. On Chen Weixian's left arm, there is also an extra gourd mark. It shows that he signed a contract with King Yao, became the spokesperson of King of Medicine in the world. Chen Wei closed his eyes first. Feel the changes in your body. After a long time, he opened his eyes again, face full of joy. Thank you, Master Su. Chen Wei turned around first, bowed to me respectfully, and thank you. But I raised my eyes slightly, looking at Long Yi, waved. Long Yi immediately waved his ears over. I lowered my voice, said in the voices of just the two of us. This Medicine King can make extraordinary people upgrade out of thin air. This kind of god is bound to attract plunder from hostile forces. From now on, you must protect Chen Weixian 24 hours a day. A hint of coldness flashed in Long Yi's eyes. Whisper Master Su. Please rest assured that our dragon team is here. I guarantee that no one can touch a hair of Dr. Chen. What are you two whispering about? I took a look at the barrage. Rolling his eyes, he said, don't inquire about social affairs. Okay. Next we start to identify the second god, Long Yi. Where is the statue I asked you to move to the hall just now? Long Yi said immediately. Already in the lobby. Very good. I nodded slightly, looking at Long Yi. Asked, I have seen your information. If I remember correctly, your extraordinary level is very high, but there is no contract god yet. Right. Long Yi was stunned for a moment. Not okay. Do I have the right to decide who the idol will be contracted to? If any. I'll give you the statue in the hall. I said calmly. Long touched the earphones unconsciously, waiting for Mr. Yip's instructions. Mr. Yes' expression in the monitoring room changed slightly. Laugh and tell everyone. It's time to identify the idol. How Long Yi? This statue should be extraordinary. You deserve him. It's you. After Long Yi got a positive answer, looked at me immediately, said it was okay. After arriving at the hall, I have no nonsense either. Directly tell the identity of this god. Everyone, this statue is Li Jing, the commander-in-chief of Chen Tangwan, is immortal. The level is high. My words immediately caused the live broadcast room to explode. Mortals can become gods. Just give Long Yi a contract. High gods, not an anchor. Why did it suddenly change? There are so many statues of gods in the treasure house. Why choose immortal for Long Yi? I thought, handsome Long Yi. Want to awaken a super invincible and powerful god? I didn't expect that Su Jia was too stingy. After all, he is the one who protects you personally. Please be nice to others. I feel sorry for Brother Long. Even Long Yi looked at me in shock. He thought, I have to give him one anyway. Life of a rare grade or above. After all, that Medicine King is also rare. But I really didn't expect it. I actually only gave myself a higher life. The gap between before and after. Say it's impossible without that. But Long Yi quickly adjusted. He immediately told the live broadcast room that you don't have to do this. As Master Su said, I've been for so many years. Although the extraordinary level is very high, but I don't even have a contracted god that belongs to me. Now Master Su can give me a god. Am already grateful. Everyone also knows. In fact, since rare gods are called rare, it proves that it is indeed very scarce. After all, the higher gods are among all the gods, the one with the largest base. Long Yi's words really made everyone calm down. That's right, we seem to have forgotten the gods currently awakening around the world. The number of higher gods is the largest. There are very few of them above rare grade. As for higher levels, that would be even rarer. Brother Long actually started to destroy himself, feeling more distressed. When I think of such a handsome little brother, can only have one high god, I'm so sad. And I said a little bit disgustedly, no? Have you forgotten? What is my live broadcast room for? I'm here to appraise the gods. I'm not here to take advantage of Long Yi's looks. Shut up and look good is not justice. Understand? As long as my brother looks good. The three views follow the five senses. I curled my lips. He looked at the dignified Long Yi standing aside. Sighed. Long Yi is indeed handsome. Coupled with the identity and temperament of the senior agent of the dragon group, it also added a heroic spirit to him. Even those with good looks are looking evil. I really want to compare my looks with Long Yi. I am indeed completely defeated. I coughed lightly. Standing in front of Long Yi, blocked the lens. You are too superficial. I told you. You will definitely compliment me on my handsomeness next time. Let's wait and see. After saying that, I immediately walked towards the hall. Arrived at the lobby. Li Jing's statue has been placed in the center. Identify Li Jing. Li Jing, Commander-in-Chief of Chentang Wan. Type human fairy attribute sword. High-quality magical sword fairy awakening method contractor. Standing in front of the statue, shouted 3 times to respectfully invite General Chentang Wan to return to his post. Cultivating ways to fight. Advanced method, Divine Tools Yanggong Sword Linglong Tower. Each artifact you own can be upgraded once. I was obviously stunned for a moment. The method of awakening and cultivating this higher god. It's really simple. All it takes to wake up is shouting. There is no need to prepare any fine wine like King Yao does. They don't want anything. Just shout and that's it. Mr. Li is really dedicated to serving the people. Breeze on both sleeves. And that training method is even simpler. Just 2 words to fight. Just do it. And it's over. I even doubt. Isn't this system unable to produce any training methods? I was too lazy to write a battle, and it got me down. But this saves trouble. Long Yi, I shouted. Inform Long Yi of the way to wake up Li Jing. Long Yi is also vigorous and resolute. Prepared a little. Then he stood directly in front of the statue of Li Jing. Start shouting to respectfully invite the Commander-in-Chief of Chentang Wan to return to his post. Respectfully invited the Commander-in-Chief of Chentang Wan to return to his post. Respectfully invited the Commander-in-Chief of Chentang Wan to return to his post. The voice fell. The stone fragments on the statue of Li Jing disintegrated inch by inch. The color of flesh and blood emerging from the fading stone fragments. Soon Li Jing, wearing a majestic armor. Then he appeared alive in front of everyone. He is indeed a higher god. It's not very popular when you appear on stage. Yes, but I smiled lightly and said, Contract, Long Yi has no ink marks. Directly completed the contract with Li Jing. Thank you, Master Su. It's not over yet. Thank you later. I smiled mysteriously. It's not over yet. Long Yi looked at me in surprise. Ask, of course. I just said it. What I want to do next. Has much more handsome than your face. Said with a smile. But my words. But Long Yi scratched his head in embarrassment. Some people are jealous of Brother Long's appearance. I won't say who it is. Common men are bold. Comparing with the handsome little brother. I rolled my eyes. subsequently, immediately took out a big return pill from the system space, passed it to Li Jing. "Mr. Li," I said calmly, "special small gifts for juniors." Congratulations to Mr. Li on his return to power. Li Jing took the great return pill from my hand. "Thank you in return." Then Li Jing immediately swallowed the great return pill into his belly. I looked expectantly. In fact, I am also betting. Although this great returning pill can make the gods advance to a special level, but what is the specific effect? I don't know either. But what I bet on is that it will be produced by one sentence system. Must be a high-quality product. As a time traveler, if you don't trust the system, who else can you trust? Sure enough, the next second, Li Jing, who swallowed the great return pill, the whole body began to emit a golden light. The golden light becomes more and more powerful. It actually directly wrapped Li Jing's body inside. What the hell happened? What kind of special elixir is that? What a dazzling golden light. Wow, golden legend. I smiled but said nothing, quietly watching Li Jing's transformation. A moment later, the golden light fades. Everyone looked at Li Jing in front of them with dumbfounded eyes. At this moment, Li Jing no longer has any. It's silver white armor. Instead, he's wearing a red and green armor of the Heavenly King. The left hand is holding the sword at the waist, right hand raised high. In the palm of your hand is the shadow of a pagoda. And when I looked at Li Jing's attributes again, even I was shocked. Li Jing Chuo Tower King type, immortal attribute sword, perfect quality, magical sword immortal. The pagoda barrage exploded instantly. Damn it, did I read that right? Perfection is not a matter of buddies making trouble. A high god took a pill. It became perfect directly. Something's wrong. Look at what's behind Li Jing's name. From the general soldier of Chentangwan to the king of pagoda. What's going on? Long Yi on the side looked at me in astonishment. Master Su, here. But I pursed my lips and smiled, looking towards the live broadcast room. He said shamelessly, "Before answering your doubts, I have to ask a question first. Am I handsome or not?" But the screen-filling bullet screen I expected did not appear. Even the opposite. The entire live broadcast room was silent. The atmosphere was extremely awkward. All netizens spontaneously chose silence. "You just won't let me put this coin in it." Too bad Long Yi is standing behind me, holding back a smile. But the shrug of his shoulders still betrayed him. I gritted my teeth and looked at Long Yi. Asked, "Are you laughing at me?" "No, ha 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 ha. There is no end. Ha ha ha, absolutely not." Long Yi's facial expression is really difficult to control. My face turned red from holding back. Brain is working fast. Have put all the sad things in this life. Thinking about it all, but still couldn't hold it in. "You are obviously smiling." "I'm furious." But Long Yi quickly said, "Master Zhou, you must have read it wrong. I am a Dragon Kingdom agent who has received strict training. No matter how funny things happen, you will never laugh." Looking at Long Yi's tense face, I really have no reason to have another attack. Turned his head and looked in the direction. Did I turn off the barrages in the live broadcast room? Ha 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 ha. As soon as I said these words, Long Yi, who had finally suppressed his laughter, couldn't hold it back again. I laughed out loud. I suddenly turned my head and stared at Long Yi. "Sorry, Master Su. I couldn't hold it back." Ha 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 ha. Long Yi finally couldn't hold it in any longer, laughing forward and backward. Tears burst out of my eyes. I completely lost my temper, discouraged, and said, okay. I admit I'm not as handsome as you, right? But my hand. Isn't it cool to be advanced and perfect? At this time, Greater than finally launched a barrage, ha 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 ha. It's so fun to play tricks on the anchor. Ha 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 ha. But to be honest, what the hell is going on? Yes, anchor. What did you feed that god? He actually progressed from advanced to perfect in one fell swoop. I curled my lips and said, I want to know. Okay, now the screen is full of the coolest barrage at full speed. I'll tell you. After I finished speaking, there was silence again in the live broadcast room. Then a barrage floated by. Suddenly, I don't really want to know anymore. Anyway, we have the perfect god. As for how to advance, not important. By the way, there's still one anchor missing. Which one do you plan to identify next? There was a triumphant smile on my lips, talking about the last divine appraisal. Let me sell it first. I'll download it first. Restart the live broadcast after an hour. Greater than comments were sent out before they had time. The live broadcast room has been closed. I let out a long breath. At this time, Longy also stepped forward and asked Master Su, What do you mean? And I turned my head slightly. Turn your attention to the camera in the treasure house. The moment the camera caught my gaze, hastily changed direction. But it's too late. Okay, stop hiding it. I know you are one. Just looking at me. I curled my lips. Said that I'd been acting for such a long time. Finally blocked the mouths of netizens. I didn't tell the secret of this elixir in the live broadcast room. Why don't you come out to see me? As soon as these words came out, Longy's expression changed on the side. Immediately afterwards, Old Yes voice came from Longy's earphones. Well, come down right away. Longy got a positive answer. Looked at me immediately, talking about Master Su. Please wait a moment. I nodded slightly. Soon several middle-aged men wearing executive jackets. Then walk out. The leader is Mr. Yi. Nice to meet Mr. Su. Mr. Yi came slowly, stretched out his hand towards me. Say, introduce yourself. My name is Yi Feng Zhou. He is the director of the National Divine Administration Bureau of the Dragon Kingdom. The Divine Management Bureau was slightly surprised. When I came to this treasure house today, I noticed the camera behind me. I've been taking pictures of myself. And every instruction Long Yi made. Basically, it all comes from his machine. This explains. Behind Long Yi, there is someone with higher authority, monitoring every move here in real time. I can understand. After all, this is a national treasure trove. Although the country has dispatched a dragon team, come and give me special protection. But it's the first time I've entered a place like this. It's not malicious to monitor me to a certain extent, but out of a kind of protection. I can totally understand, but what I didn't expect was that the person behind this actually has such a big background. Yifeng Zhou, director of the Shenming Administration Bureau. This is a character who appears in textbooks. Yi Lei Owo shook Yifeng Zhou's hand, nodded. You are very smart. Yifeng Zhou looked at me with satisfaction, nodding and saying, we really didn't see the wrong person. I smiled faintly. Back to Yi Lao. Conserve the country. It is my honor and responsibility as a dragon countryman. You don't have to think politely. You must have noticed it too. The reason why I just did what I did. The debate about being handsome or not. Just take advantage of the live broadcast effect. Taking advantage of the entertainment mentality of our netizens to keep this secret. Saying that, I immediately put the box filled with Da Wandan, took it out, passed it to Yifeng Zhou. Yes, Lao. What I just gave Li Jing to eat was this great return pill. This is the pill I rub in my hand. Very effective. It can almost achieve the effect of human flesh and bones between life and death. And serve it to the gods. It will also have special effects. Now I hand this thing over to the state. Just change the country and give me a privilege. Yifeng Zhou looked at the pills I handed over. Final nod. You tell me. I smiled slightly. Looking at Yifeng Zhou, said that since I can hand over this kind of thing to you, I think the country can also see that. I am determined to be loyal to the country, right? So I hope that from today on, no matter what I take out, don't ask me where I came from. I will answer your questions when necessary, but not now, because the current dragon country, still weak in the way of gods, the appearance of anything horrifying, will attract the covetousness of those foreigners, even assassinations. The assassins who came to kill me last night. It already explains everything. In fact, I think you also know this. Yifeng Zhou took a deep breath. He nodded and said yes. If I hadn't thought of these, how could I let Long Yi and Gu Qingqing? I stayed up all night to protect your safety. Last night, all night, none of them succeeded. They should also realize there is a dragon group here. I'm not that easy to jingle. He probably won't target me again in a short time. But now, they will definitely look at. Put it on another person. And their purpose. Not just an assassination attempt on him. I want to rob him of his god. Yifeng Zhou nodded slightly. Said the name Chen Weixian. Yes. I immediately said that what they wanted to rob was a god. It's inevitable that we won't just send out human assassins. Those assassins. He must also be an extraordinary person who has contracted with the gods. This is also my second god. The reason why the contract was given to Long Yi. Heard this. Long Yi on the side. A look of understanding immediately appeared on his face. Said, I understand. I now have a perfect level god, although I still don't know what his fighting method is. With the combat power of a perfect god, enough to cope with those trying to snatch the supernatural being who became a god. I nodded slightly, said that you are the first in our dragon kingdom. It is also the only one currently, an extraordinary person with such a high level of god. So you have a big responsibility. I think you also know the value of Medicine King Tigwali, although he is only a rare god. But he has the ability to make extraordinary people upgrade out of thin air. If this kind of god falls into the hands of foreigners, I think you know the consequences of this very well. Long Yi nodded immediately. I solemnly invite Mr. Su. Director, yes. Don't worry. Even if I, Long Yi, risk my life, I will never allow this to happen. Yifeng Zhou took a deep breath, then slowly spit it out. He raised his hand and patted my shoulder. It is said that Mr. Su is not only identifying gods, but also possessing powerful abilities. Thoughts are so thoughtful. Long-term vision. Even I feel ashamed. And such talents. So loyal to our country again. God bless our dragon country. I calmly said that there was no need to say such words. I have given the great return pill to you. In the future, the gods of our dragon kingdom will appear again. Who should use it? I hope you will consider it carefully. There are only a few of these things left now. Use one less. Must play. Just play its role. Understand. Yifeng Zhou immediately nodded and said, I have a question. I don't know if Mr. Su is inconvenient to answer. I chuckled, looking at Yifeng Zhou and asking, do you want to ask? Since live broadcast appraisals run the risk of being targeted, why do I still insist on live streaming? Yifeng Zhou smiled and nodded, but I shook my head. He said lightly, I will answer you with a dialect. Listen to la ku. Don't we just plant crops? Hear my words.